questions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Did you know that when you book a Jewellery Maker workshop, you're given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
So it wasn't a wire bundle I was going to bring you because it's not 7 o'clock. I have actually gained an hour now. Becky's basically been here for the equivalent of an entire shift already, so she's kind of also feeling a bit the same way. It is 6 o'clock, not 7 o'clock. Hello, welcome. We started the late show early today at 5 o'clock instead of 6. So I'm very confused. Very confused. Are you confused?
I'm perpetually confused, darling.
That's
so it's
good.
Fine.
That's why we're on together, because we're always confused. It is a clasp bundle that I'm bringing to you first of all, though. So you have a choice. Well, you don't have a choice. You get all three. You get all three of these gorgeous clasps. One of them is gold coloured, one of them is rose gold coloured, and one of them is silver coloured. They are beautiful. Size-wise, they vary, but they've all got cubic zirconia. I mean, this one's stunning on its own, isn't it? Absolutely stunning on its own, and you just simply slide it out. You've got the two connectors there, so you can actually do multi-strands if you want to. Perfect for pearls, of course. Perfect for pearls. What else would you use them for? Because I just see pearls. That's pearls, pearls, pearls.
They would be absolutely beautiful with pearls, but any multi-strand, I think I'd want them with rubies, with sapphires, all the classics as well.
Nice. There's only 34 of these available, I'm afraid. Now, I said they were rose gold coloured, silver coloured and gold coloured, didn't I? They're actually gold plated and silver plated over a base metal. I can't actually tell you what the base metal is because unfortunately I don't know, but you are getting your cubic zirconia there. You're getting 3 in a pack. Your gold plated base metal is 17 by 11 millimetres. Then you've got your silver plated base metal. which is 18 by 11 millimeters, and then you've got your rose gold plated base metal, which is 31 by 13 millimeters, and they are all encrusted with beautiful cubic zirconia. They've all got beautiful colours and just a beautiful finish to everything. This one's actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors. The other two have 2 on each. And again, it's the same lovely sliding mechanism that you get with both of these. You just literally pinch it and pull it. And it just works so nicely. Right, I'm just thinking, I've never had the chance to make a 5-stranded item. So what would you be looking at for 5 strands? Give me an example.
Do you know, when we bring the 5 meters of pearls, where you have sort of an 8mm, a 6mm, and then a 2 to 3mm,
yeah,
I think I would want to utilise that in a cascading format. Another alternative is to use your micro-faceted or seed beads even.
Of course.
And then you can do a 5-way weave, like plaiting, but with 5 strands instead of 3.
Nice.
That would look really effective. Obviously, when you are doing a braid such as that, you need to add additional length. So if you're making an 18-inch collar, you would need to size up the length of your strands accordingly.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is some kind of mathematical ratio, but I don't know it. Because it's mathsy.
And this is why I love you, because you're honest about that fact.
Oh yeah.
Yes. £9.95 is what you're looking at for the entire 3 clasps. Not individually, you don't have to choose between them, you're getting all of them together for that amazing price. So you're getting the rose gold plated, you're getting the silver plated, and you're getting the gold plated as well. So you can do whatever you want with them, whether you want to stick with just the pearls. Love the idea of the micro-faceted gemstones, because they would look amazing, wouldn't they?
They would. They would work so perfectly with cubic as a backup, a backdrop.
I'm still going back to the pearls. Now you've mentioned the faceted, micro-faceting, I'm thinking of not micro-faceted pearls, of course, but like the little seed pearls.
Absolutely glorious. I would be tempted also to maybe go for some 6mm sapphires with seed pearls between.
Nice.
That would be a beautiful combination, classically elegant. And these clasps are the sort of things that you do see in vintage jewellery.
Yes. Yeah, they always make me think of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, how wonderful. That's never a bad thing.
No, she's a gorgeous lady. Now, I don't know where that one is. Am I looking at it the wrong way? I'm looking at the wrong side, aren't I? I am. Am I? Oh no. Oh no. I've got 21. 16 to 21. Is it over there? Oh, I've got it on this side. Hold on. I'm double-sided. So we've got gorgeous pendant.
Oh, that's
how glamorous is
delightful.
this?
Wow.
Oh my life. Now that looks expensive.
It does.
That looks like it should be in one of those shop windows that you just stand and stare at for ages and don't go into the shop.
You daren't venture forth.
Yes. Yeah, you know you can't afford it, so you just stay and hover around the perimeter going, oh, that's so pretty. That one's so pretty. Look at the sparkle. It's fabulous. Now, I'll tell you what, if you're wanting to have the look of diamonds and you want to have the most incredible look, cubic zirconia is fabulous for it. It's been made specifically to really emphasise the way a diamond works. So the way it splits the light, the way you get that twinkle, the way you get that sparkle. And actually, you can get a cubic zirconia a lot clearer than the majority of diamonds out there. So if you want the ultimate, I mean, you'd be talking goodness knows how many thousands and thousands of pounds if this were a diamond.
Can you imagine a D grade colour and above, internally flawless, in that cut and size? I'm seeing zeros. Many zeros.
And also, if you went D flawless,
Yeah.
Like all over flawless, which is probably what you could grade this one as, because I can't imagine there being any internal flaws in something like this.
No.
You would be talking 0, price on application, thank you very much.
It would be a Liz Taylor kind of moment, wouldn't it?
But that's the look you are getting a Liz Taylor look for £10. £10. You can get a Liz Taylor look for £10.
Not forgetting that still in sterling silver.
Oh yes, of course. You are still getting it in sterling silver, and it's a good amount. It's 2 grams. 2 grams of sterling silver that you're getting on there as well. So not only are you getting a Liz Taylor look, not only are you getting bling beyond bling beyond bling, you are getting a gorgeous noble metal in there as well. It's fabulous.
It is. Love those.
Going back to the pearl strand again, you get yourself a pearl strand and attach this to it. How nice is that going to look?
That would be perfect. I think I would want this to be on a really heavyweight silver lobster so that I can add it to a pearl necklace one day, a sapphire necklace the next day, take it out with my rubies the following day. I'd want it to be removable and adaptable.
I'm now just seeing a giant silver lobster wearing jewellery.
And you say I'm unusual.
You said you wanted to have it with a giant silver lobster.
You know what I mean.
I did, a giant silver lobster. There are going to be a bit of a wait on the phone lines at the moment. Please be patient. You are being answered as soon as you possibly can. But when you've got a price like this for an item like this, it is going to be busy. So be as patient as you can. Of course, you can avoid those waits if you go to the website, pop it in your cart, check those carts or baskets out. Depends on what you want to call it, cart or a basket. Some shopping places have little carts, some have baskets.
I think I usually refer to it as a basket. It could be either or, couldn't
Well,
it?
it can, because if you actually look at the symbols, some of them are baskets and some of them are carts.
Or a trolley.
Or a trolley. Get in your trolley and check it out. Check that trolley out. It is one of those moments, though, isn't it? When you pop it in your trolley and you go, ooh, it feels good, doesn't it? When you pop it in and go, that one's going to be mine.
Couple of days.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is going to be mine. I am going to feel like Liz Taylor. How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel like Liz Taylor, or are you thinking of somebody else?
Oh gosh. I think probably that is
Beyonce.
quite a Liz Taylor moment, to be fair.
I'm feeling like, ooh, I don't know. Angelina Jolie.
Could be.
It's a red carpet one, isn't it, though? It's definitely a red carpet moment. Apparently Paul feels like Angelina Jolie as well. It'd be interesting if you looked like a Paul as well. That'd be very interesting. Now next, oh hello. Add to your kit. Add to your stash. Stash it and see. Sterling silver. 925 sterling silver, of course. Head pins. We don't get the sterling silver ones in anywhere near as often as the base metal ones. They are always extremely popular because if you are making to sell and you want to sell it as 925 sterling silver, every single component has to be 925 sterling silver, of course. It's one thing about this industry, we try to keep those standards up. We try to make sure that what is seen is as transparent as possible, because there's a lot of mistrust when it comes to gemstones and to jewellery, isn't there?
There
I think
certainly
still
is,
to this day. There have been charlatans in the past and it stung us. And so if you are making to sell, only ever say and be as honest as you're ever going to be in your life when you're making and selling your jewellery. Always tell them exactly what the gemstone is. Always tell them if they have a treatment, and always tell them if you're working with 925 sterling silver. So you are using beautiful sterling silver here. Head pins, a pack of 20 in total. They're 0.5 millimetres and they are, sorry, 25 millimetres. 0.5 millimetres in the size, isn't it? The gauge. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. That's the wire section of the gauge, not the head pin part.
£2.95 for 20. £2.95 for 20. When do we get to see those kind of prices for silver?
That's absolutely fabulous.
I'm still adding here, by the way. I've still got some more to add. I feel like I'm...
Creating a porcupine.
Well, I was thinking of Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Oh, gosh, that takes me back a few years.
Many years. Oh dear. Now we've got lots of you taking more than one. Linda's come and bought 4 of these. Good on you. Good on you. Well done, my lovely. You're going to use these so often. Patricia's got herself 3 as well. I don't blame you. My lovely, you're going to love them. Well done to all of you. Now. Now, what should it be, my lovely? Oh, here it is. It is. Ooh.
It's a 44-piece one now.
Yes. Sorry. Is that the same piece that I will not drop the products all over the desk or the floor, Becky, I promise. I won't touch it. I won't touch it. You are getting a 45-piece findings bundle. It's sterling silver. You're getting 2 of the bolt ring clasps. You're getting 2 of silver shepherd hooks. You're getting 4 of the crimp bead covers. You're getting 4 of the crimp beads. You're getting 4 of the head ball pins. You're getting 4 of the open jump rings. You're getting where is it? I thought it was going to tell me you get a little organza bag. Do you get an organza bag with it? You don't get an organza bag with it. No problem. I'm also trying to find the information for the chain. I haven't just said it and it's not there. Curious. Curious. Your chain, how long is that? It looks about 50 centimetres.
Possibly 8 or 9 inches maybe there, I think.
Yeah, it's not 50 centimetres at all, is it?
No, I'm trying
Where's
to
my
find the
ruler?
ruler. I can't... it's on the floor. Wait.
Oh, it's always on the floor. So you're getting your shepherd hooks, 2 of. You're getting the toggle clasp, which has got the... Thank you, darling. It is missing some of the information on here. You are getting your toggle clasp, which is... little snowflake. And there's your toggle. You're getting 5 open jump rings. You're getting 3 of the crimp covers. You're getting a length of chain, which is 20 centimetres, so 8 inches. Bob on there. You said around 8 inches. You're also going to get some spacer beads, beautiful little snowflake spacer beads, 2 of those. And then you are getting your head pins as well. All of this is going under 10. Under £10.
That's fabulous.
For
Absolutely
a whole lot of sterling silver. Whole lot of sterling silver. It is, isn't it?
It is.
It looks like they've taken 2 bundles and put both of them together, doesn't it?
It does. It's very generous.
Very, very generous. So you've got your 8-inch chain. I love these. I don't think... Is this what you've got? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, there's another one.
It's not 45 pieces there, is there? Where's my other one? Is there another one?
On the top shelf towards the gallery.
I've got the wrong one. That's why it's the wrong information.
I was thinking that was looking quite familiar.
Yeah, well, I was right. Hold on, it's saying 9 pieces and 16 pieces. Is that the one? That's the one! Oh! Right, you're not getting the chain. That's coming up later. There we are. We've got the right one now. So, you are getting... Goodness me. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. You are getting... Let's try again. It does seem to look like they have bundled 2 packets together. So you've got 9 pieces in one and 16 in another. 20 in another. Goodness me, it looks like 3 together. So you're getting 4 of the open jump rings. You're getting 4 of the head pins. You're getting 4 of the crimp beads. You're getting 2 of the shepherd hooks, and you're getting 2 bolt ring clasps as well. Now that still doesn't make 45. So I don't know why the information's telling me that. Do you know what? I'm going home. It's £9.95. Oh dear.
One thing I will say is, when you do get a bundle like this, you will always find uses for the pieces that arrive through the door. It's sterling silver, you'll use them. How fab is that?
You will get 45 pieces. They will all be sterling silver. You will get jump rings. You will get crimp tubes and crimp covers and head pins and your bolts and your shepherd hooks. There will be 45 pieces, and that's. Oh dear. Moving on. I've definitely got these. That's always it. Are they the right DVDs? Let's just. Yes, I have them. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. So you are getting 3 DVDs in this particular bundle. Under £10? What? You're actually getting all 3 for under £10? Really?
But hang on a minute.
They sell at £10 each, don't they?
They do. Those are the big box ones. They are.
It's buy one, you get 2 free.
That's
I said it's buy one, you get 2 free.
That's an impressive ratio of freeness.
It is an impressive ratio of freeness, yes. You are getting 2 lots of free for the price of 1. 3 lots of... No, that's not right. Yes, basically you buy 1, you get 2 free. You'll be getting your seed beading Russian leaf floral cuff. You'll be getting your chainmail Byzantine journey, and you'll be getting your beading statement beading DVDs. All 3 of these would normally sell at £10 each, so that's £30. Today you're getting all 3 of them for under £10.
That is fantastic.
It absolutely is. Especially Christmas is just round the corner, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Isn't it? I do believe it is. Gifts. Wouldn't that make a nice little stocking stuffer?
It would.
You're looking at less than £4 each, is it?
Such a lot of love goes into these as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it 332?
332, 333 each, something like that.
Yeah.
Already, I've got Patricia, Barbara, collector in Nottinghamshire, another collector there as well. I'm not sure where, because it doesn't say where. But you are getting all 3 of them, all 3, for £10 instead of £30. That's a bargain, isn't it? It's not even £10, it's £9.95.
Which is even better.
So you get 5p change from that. That's brilliant. What would you do with that 5p? Obviously, you've got to pay for postage and packaging, but...
My 5p would go into a charity box.
Yes. Yes, yes. Good plan. Now, next up... I might cough in a moment, so I do apologise if I do. I've got some cutters for you.
Ooh.
Who was that I was with? I think it was Linda. Linda. Said she'd just broke her cutters, or damaged her cutters, cutting... excuse me.
Memory wire?
That's the one.
Yeah, you only do that once.
Yeah. I love the fact you knew that there's...
Yes.
That the cutting symbol was memory wire.
Yes.
These are Zorons. Zorons are fantastic, mate. They've got a really lovely grip to the handle. It's very smooth. It's very durable. And you have a nice flexibility to it as well. Some cutters and some tools can be quite difficult to use because they've got no bounce back. This one does. You've actually got the little spring there. So when it goes... You can actually see that bouncing back already, can't you?
A return spring makes a huge difference in any tool, but in cutters, if you're kind of repeatedly trimming, if you're doing rosary linking or something, then it really does make a difference to how long you can work. It aids with fatigue to have that bounce back.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's over the years, I've started to get pains in my thumb now from doing close work.
Okay.
And lifting. Little one actually is how it started.
Yeah.
Not quite sure why it's lifting my little one, but lifting my little one is hurting my thumb. So for me, it's really important to always have that bounce back, that return, because it makes it so much easier.
You are cutting down on the stress and strain.
Yeah, You really are. They're a fantastic make. Definitely recommend them. £24.95. Flush cutters, beautifully made. And these are the ones that you're going to go back to time and time and time again. So it's always better to invest a little bit more into a cutter and tools in general, really, because don't scrimp on your tools. If you're going to scrimp on anything, don't make it the tools. The tools are really important because they are the things that you are needing to go back to time and time again. Strands, you can choose a strand, you can come back to it, you can use it once, you can never use it again. But with a tool, it's really important. It does make a massive difference to the quality of your designs as well.
Certainly with your flush cutters, you want to be looking at a brand like Jewellery. I know that they're one of the more expensive tools that I've purchased,
Yes.
but I have a pair on my workbench and I have a pair on my table in the living room as well.
Yeah, you notice the difference when you start working with a brand like Zoran in comparison to some of the lesser brands. You do notice a big difference. And of course, if you get it home, you decide it's not right for you, you've got your money back guarantee for 30 days anyway. So at least you can get it home, see what you think of it. I love them, absolutely love them. Now I've got some more DVDs for you. Da, 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 da. Wire work B. Wire weaving, layering weave. Wire work bird. That's pretty, it's almost unicorn-esque. I'm seeing a horse's head and a unicorn bit. I know that's the head and the eye and the beak. And also, wire sculpting projects. I like the cat.
It's very cute.
He's cute, he's perfect.
I see what you did there.
Yes. So you're getting 4 DVDs in total. You'll be talked through all the different bits you want to know how to make. So on the projects, you're going to get the introduction, kitten prep stages, constructing the kitten, tomcat frame, tomcat tail, constructing the tomcat. On this one, you'll be getting the introduction, the structuring, the weaving, the embellishing the body, embellishing the wings, and assembling the bird. You're getting all 4 of them for £9.95 as well, so amazing opportunity. You're getting your base weaves on this one, your subtle layering weaves, positioning layering, adding embellishments, incorporating the gemstones and finishing. And then on this one, you're getting setting, the cabochon, the body, the finer details, and the brooch fastening. So 1 to as many as you can think of. Designs on these beautiful, beautiful numbers, and you can just get involved. The nice thing about a DVD is that you can rewind it, you can pause it, you can go back. You don't have to find it on different channels on the internet and then go, oh, where's it gone? And all my internet's gone down. And I'm about 100. I sound like someone's like. So I've been told I've got the mum look and now I sound like someone's nan. I'm born in the wrong century, that's what it is. I'm born in the wrong century. Whoa. I remember Betamax.
We were watching a film on a popular streaming platform the other day.
Yeah.
And I said to my husband, could you please pause the video while I go and see to the dogs? And he was like, pause the video.
Pause
what is
the
it,
video.
25 years ago suddenly?
Yeah.
Like,
I remember the actual video, the cassette, that cassette that got stuck in the Betamax. The last Betamax that was ever played on that particular, because it was, there was no such thing as Betamax at this point. It was Shogun. Many eons ago. So yes, I do sound like someone's gran. What was the next one, my lovely? Ooh, haven't you grown? That's what Nans say, isn't it? Oh, haven't you grown? So we've got lots and lots. One of your favourite colours to work with.
definitely.
Oh dear. Oh, you do get a lot, don't you? Oh goodness me, how many do you get in this? Right, the list just goes on and goes on and goes on, doesn't it? So you're getting, how many do you actually get? Please do, because we're
Loads.
talking hundreds.
Loads and loads.
Okay, so it's antique bronze plated brass, and that's the only time I'm going to say that. All of it is that. So first of all, you're going to get 100 2mm crimp beads. Yes. 100 4mm crimp bead covers. 100 5mm crimp bead covers. 100, no, that's that. And then 2 lobster claw clasps of 15mm, 2 lobster claw clasps of 9mm, 2 lobster claw clasps of, no, that's just repeating it. Okay, so then you're getting 100 of the 2mm round beads, 100 of the 3mm round beads, 100 of the 4mm round beads, and then that's repeating that again. And then you'll get 50 of the round ring spacers in 3mm as well. It works out, you're going to get 657 pieces.
Gosh, that's amazing.
In this pack. That's what it should be, £21.40. You're getting 657 pieces. We're actually going to take this under £10.
That's fantastic.
That is brilliant.
657 pieces.
657 pieces for £10. You're getting so much. I mean, look at all of the crimp bead covers that you're getting.
And you've got some crimp bead covers the same size as some of the round beads there, so you can double up on designs if you wanted to. It's really lovely to be able to do that. They're all in the same material as well, so that you know that your colours are going to be the same across the board. These are fantastic for your industrial designs, suitable for any gender. Brilliant with your red gemstones, look really beautiful with an antique bronze.
Yes.
But you can totally change the look of a pearl strand by finishing it with your antique bronze.
Yep.
Takes it up, bang up to date.
It's just so nice to have that amount as well.
It's very generous.
Because when you're working, and you already know this yourself, but when you're working, we often forget to stockpile on the important things like the findings. And then there's always that moment of, oh, but I've only just got such and such. Or you find something you really like, you like the colour, and then you don't see it in again. I mean, the last time I saw this kind of colour in a findings pack is goodness knows, way back when. Way back when. Grab it while you can, basically. Now, oh my goodness.
It's epic.
I'm leaving that for you, I'm sorry, honey. Fluorite! Take a look at the size of this. Size does matter. When it comes to gemstones, size does matter. The bigger the better. Aren't they amazing?
That's some serious glow going on.
It is. I mean, we're not even in daylight. It works so not much nicer in daylight because the UV light actually interacts beautifully with the gemstone. It excites the molecules and then it gives off a glow. But in this light, it's not daylight, and it's still giving a glow. It's still giving an amazing. Look at that. It doesn't look real, does it? It doesn't look real. It's got kind of a otherworldly glow.
Something quite elemental about it.
Yes. Yes. Elemental, my dear Watson. It does, doesn't it? It absolutely does. The glow is exquisite. It is one of my all-time favourite gemstones because of that incredible glow, and it's so nice to see it so clear as well. You are going to see inclusions, of course you are, it's a fluorite, but normally you get kind of an oily look to it.
Yes.
An internal oiliness is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
It's like a waxy, oily...
A little bit greasy.
Yeah, a little greasy, that's it. A horrible thing to say, isn't it? Greasy. But it does often have sort of a greasy feel to it. Whereas I mean, look how clear that is. That could quite easily be a quartz.
It does have that freshness to it.
It does have the freshness and crispness of a quartz. And it's going under 10. When you've got that kind of quality in a fluorite, and when you've got it at that kind of price, just get a hold of a couple if you can. Get a hold of a couple if you can. It's amazing. to think that you're getting something this beautiful for something that low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 on the strand, so for just slightly over £1 per gemstone, I'd be happy to pay £10 for that in the middle one. If I got that as a pendant, a little bit of silver on there, not that anyone would ever charge just £10 for it, but isn't that brilliant?
That is fantastic.
Gorgeous. And that's just brought us right up to star buy time. Prince of Wales chain. It's always one of those chains that looks incredible. If you think about the fig road chain, that's really elegant. If you think about a rope chain, that's really elegant. Prince of Wales chain is right up there with the elegance. And it's almost like a rope chain that's spiraled. It's almost like a helix, isn't it, when you look at it?
It is. That's beautiful up close as well as far away.
Yes.
That's a really nice feature to have in a chain.
I love chains like this where it's got so much detailing on it, because you can quite easily just wear it on its own, and there's a thickness to it and there's a substance to it, whereas some chains are just really so fine they're almost not there at all.
Yes, it's a whisper.
Yes. And although that does work for some designs, I mean, if you're making big pendants with big statement wire work, you're going to want something that has a bit of substance.
You do need it, as well as to balance, you also need it to support.
Yes. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Those links that you have together.
It's a lovely length as well.
24 inches. Really, really good size to that. It's got a lovely length, a beautiful feel, and look at the fluidity that you're getting there. I've just literally spiraled that round so easily, it's like liquid.
And you do want a chain that isn't going to kind of go at right angles to itself. We've all had a chain like that at some point in our jewellery wearing history.
Yes.
So to know that you have that fluidity and that it's going to look beautiful. Yeah, definitely.
Well, the more fluid it is, the easier it is to sit on the neckline. And if you're moving a lot during the day, you want something fluid because it will move with you. It'll sit on the skin beautifully, it will turn when you turn, it will move, and it will feel amazing against the skin as well. So you're getting here all that you could possibly want from a chain, and it'd be great for everyday wear, it'd be great for special occasions. The bad news on this is there is only 34 left. The good news is it's under 10. So 34 of you, oh, wicked, there it is. 34 of you, maybe not, maybe less than that if you're buying more than one, can get a hold of this. It's fastest fingers first. Pick up the phone line, dial in, get it while you can. There is 34 chances. Now, I mentioned the idea of having a Christmas present. Forget that, get it for yourself.
Get a couple. Secret Santa, present drawer, emergency gift stash.
Or just for yourself. Not that I'm selfish.
No, but why wouldn't you? Little self-treat now and again.
We just don't treat ourselves enough. We don't. As people, we don't.
No.
We tend to treat other people. Paul's there, I do. I treat myself all the time. Not only does he feels like he's Angelina Jolie, he treats himself like he's Angelina Jolie as well. £9.95. When you look at something like this, you do not expect to be paying something as little as £10 for, do you? I mean, that is amazing.
It's how bright that is. The beauty of sterling silver just right there, catching the light.
Pops.
It does pop.
It ripples. It pops. Can I just say, I know I've said it about 500 times, but it feels amazing. And isn't that one of the most important things when you're wearing a chain?
It is, because it's not all about what other people are getting from it, which is to see a beautiful piece of jewellery on you, but it's for you to feel confident, comfortable and glamorous.
Don't make me move on, I just want to play with it a bit longer. Oh, hold those lines, my darlings, that's going to end up going very quickly. Next, I am going to bring you... I am a palindrome. What is a palindrome? Taco cat is a palindrome.
Taco cat?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the same forward as backwards. I am a palindrome.
Just thinking if this is a cat that eats tacos. Just
Or a
trying to
taco
formulate-
shaped like a cat.
Or a cat with a taco shaped fur.
I just thought I'd throw a little bit of randomness in there, just... Message in and let us know any other palindromes you can think of. A palindrome is when it's spelt the same backwards as it is forwards.
There's one about when Napoleon was exiled to the island of Elba, but I can't remember exactly how it goes. Can't remember how it goes, but it's he created the palindrome as he approached Elba, where he was exiled.
Oh.
If you know the palindrome, let us know, because I can't remember it.
Oh. There we are, message in, 60777. Gold-plated 925 sterling silver ball head pins, 50 mils, and the girth is 0.5 mils. You get 10 in a pack. 10 in a pack. And they've got a lovely sheen to these ones, and for that price, get a couple. £2.95, always going to be used. Always going to go back to something like this, aren't you? I mean, they're ideal for so many different things.
Oh, they are. You can create your own ear findings from these. You can use them to create lovely long drop earrings. And to know that you've got the silver with the gold plating over the top, it's quite a luxurious feeling, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Luxury. That's what it is, luxury.
Luxurious.
Hold those lines on that ones, my lovelies. Now, I have got a star buy coming up for you, which is brilliant. I've got my wire bundles coming up very soon. In about how much? 10 minutes? 20 minutes. In about 20 minutes. So we have got silver-plated round copper wire bundles for you. 3 in the bundle. You'll be getting 10 metres of 1 mil. You'll be getting 6 metres of 0.8. I'm getting 10 metres of 0.4 in that. That'll be coming for a little bit later on. And I've got sterling silver wire as well. Ooh. I've also got the nuggets, the turquoise nuggets. 70 odd is it 78 centimetres, wasn't it? 78 centimetres of turquoise nuggets. It's nearly as big as me, that. You think I joke? It's nearly as tall as I am. That is brilliant. That's coming up as well. And, oh, I need to show you this one. They're just so pretty. There is only 9 of these available, I'm afraid. Aren't they just luxurious? Now, the findings pack that we did see earlier is what Gem's challenge was. I love the fact you're grinning at me like a Cheshire cat right now. So that Gem has got a challenge that she cheated on. There you go. So that's coming up later as well. Now, has that already brought us to another star buy again? It's brought us to the star buy time. Wire end tips. What does that mean to you? Pearl knotting, maybe? Safety? To make sure it doesn't break? Or just to make things look really pretty? It's kind of a bit of all of it, isn't it, really? kind of a bit of it all.
A little bit of everything.
Wire and tips. The tiny, the lovely. So you've got this curvature, and you've got the holes there. So if you're knotting with thread, it doesn't even have to be knotting, does it? It can just be if you're restranding.
When I'm creating a higher end beaded bracelet, I will always use these with my standard 0.38 beading thread. It gives a really beautiful finish, and it protects that bit of beading thread that gets the most wear. Now, I know these as wire guardians, which is another name used out in the industry. So if you're thinking that you haven't seen wire guardians for a while, then this is another name for them.
I've never heard of them as wire guardians.
They are absolutely fantastic, and instead of using your French wire or your micro gizmo wire with your silks, it will again offer that level of protection. But for me, adding one of those to my design at the price I know Becky is taking these to, it really doesn't add very much to my making cost.
No. And it's 925 sterling silver as well. And for me, it's always about that protection. I know it makes it look, it has that high-end finish too when you put something on this. And I know that's a real key factor. But for me, it's always about the protection of that wire because, or the thread. The last thing you want to do, and thread will wear.
It does. Yeah.
It's going to. That's the be-all and end-all. It is not made to last a lifetime. That's why you have to go and take your pearls back to be reknotted numerous times throughout the lifetime of the strand. But it will give it a prolonged life. So yes, it looks beautiful, but it gives that extra protection.
It does. And I have a lady who, once she saw me use these on one of the second or third pieces I made for her, she now insists on always having these because she says it adds an extra look as well as that security and longevity to her jewellery. And she will commission me to make opal bracelets, ruby bracelets. So, you know, when you're looking at those, the gemstone strands that it makes you think before you snip.
Yes, the ones that you go, I just keep looking at it and I don't want to do anything with it. Yes, it is something that not everyone automatically thinks, oh, I need to have some of those. But actually, if you have this in your stash, you will end up using it. And it is a fantastic finishing point to any of your threading that you're doing. It really does give the longevity. All you do is you put the wire, or the thread through the hoop, bend it around the top, and that top then, if you see, it's completely covering that thread. So any movement that this is going to do, you can see that's a solid piece there, it's open at that end, but it's actually solid there. So any movement that this is going to do, normally, if this wasn't there, that would be your wire, or your thread, I keep saying wire, your thread rubbing against something. The rubbing motion is going to make it break after time. That's not rubbing against the thread because it's metal there instead. Another huge benefit to using these guardians is that when you're using an open saw cut jump ring, if you're working with a very fine threading material, that threading material can sometimes find its way through an unsoldered jump ring. Oh yes, of course it will. If you're utilising one of these and you open and close a saw cut jump ring correctly, then the wire guardian is going to prevent even the finest of silks or threads from finding their way through your jump ring. So you are adding another level of security as well as wear protection. It's always important to have security, and always important to add a little extra bit of glamour, and we're going to give you a chance to do that for your customers if you're making to sell, or for yourself if you're making for yourself, or your friends and family if you're making for them, at the most ridiculously good price. 925 sterling silver, 20 in a pack, and you're getting it for as little as $4.95. That's worth adding a couple. That is definitely worth adding a couple. When you think about the fact that you are going to be prolonging the life of your designs for £5, and you're only going to use 2 of these maximum, aren't you really? On a piece, yeah. And if you're working with multiple strands as well, it makes all the difference to have these. Yeah, so it's going to go a long, long way. It's going to give you long time protection, and it's going to look amazing as well. I mean, you can't argue with that. All for £5.
if I was at home watching the show, I would be most definitely multi-buying, because this is not something that you see every day of every week.
No.
And they are absolutely fabulous, and out there in the marketplace they're not always available either, so yeah.
No, it's one of those that once it's in, it goes very, very quickly, and especially at the prices that we can bring them to you as well, especially in the quantities that we're able to, I mean, 20 in a pack. If you're buying elsewhere, you might very well be just buying one set. Mm-hmm. You might even have to buy them individually, and that ends up costing more, doesn't it, when you do it like that? So to be able to bring you 20 individuals, that's 10 different necklaces or 10 different bracelets. That's a whole lot that you're getting out of that.
Another thing that you can use these for is to create the top of your higher end tassels as well. So if you're making a beaded tassel, I would utilise that so that it sits within the piece of jewellery and it kind of goes over the top.
I did not know that.
So outside of the remit of being a wire guardian or a thread guardian at the end, you can utilise them in other ways.
That's
They're
genius.
so useful to have.
I would never have thought of that.
They're absolutely brilliant. Like I say, I would multi-buy.
Ooh, there we are. You don't just have to use them for your bracelets and your necklaces, you can use them for your tassels too. Woo. Woo. Tasselistic. Well done, there's loads of you there, absolutely loads of you there. Janet, Aziza, Joe, Lena, well done to all of you who've managed to get more than one as well. Verna's there, I've got Graham, I've got Tracy with 2, I've got Gillian with 2, I've got Carol with 3, I've got Pamela there, Sharon, Emma, Maureen, well done to everyone. There's loads of you there at the moment. If you are on the website, check those baskets out. If you're on the phone lines, there is a teeny weeny itty bitty little wait. Please don't put the phone down. Please don't put the phone down. If you think about it, if you are in that wait, you're more likely to be answered potentially next. If you put the phone down and try again a bit later, you might end up at the back of the queue. So just stay on those phone lines. You will be answered as soon as is humanly possible, so don't worry about that. It's a brilliant opportunity. Add a couple if you can. Add a couple if you can. Goodness me. I'm going to leave those there with you. Fingers crossed for all of you, and congratulations if you did get it. It does make a big difference. It really does. What was the next one, my lovely? Which one did you want? Ooh. Head pins of the massive size. Wow. You know I said size matters?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hello. Look at that. Look at that. It was this big. It was the one that got away. You're looking at 76 millimetres.
Think of the shoulder grazing earrings you could stack up with those.
Shoulder grazing, it'd be going right down past my shoulder. No, they are shoulder grazing. Mm-hmm. Well, no, if you had them on a shepherd hook, it'd be hanging a little bit. Look at that. Hello. Oh, yeah. Look at my earrings. They look beautiful. They're massive. Are you laughing at me, Jem?
No, I'm just having a bit of a giggle to myself. You could make a nice drop earring and utilise the end of the finding to create the actual ear hook as well.
You could. You absolutely could. You're getting 10 in a pack. And they are 925 sterling silver. They're the biggest ones I've seen. £4.95. They are mahoosive.
I don't think I've ever seen ones that long.
No, nor have I. There's a lot there, isn't there, really?
It's a good gauge as well, 0.6 mil.
It absolutely is. If you want to make big, bold and beautiful statement pieces, these are the ones for you. How else can you utilise them?
0.6 millimetre will go through pretty much every piercing, so you can utilise them to create actual ear findings as well. What you can do with a piece of wire of this length with a head pin function is you can make quite a short drop using the pin end and then cut off the residue after you've done a little wrapped loop, and then you can add in a rosary linked section. So you can kind of cut them into pieces and add a long drop earring that has got some movement to it.
Could you use them for anything other than earrings?
Yes, if you were to harden them, perhaps by using the wire whacker tool or the nylon head hammer, you can strengthen them up and use them in other findings as well.
Hold those lines, my lovelies, hold those lines. You've done what, sorry? Is it the heart one? Oh, is it? I love this. This is brilliant. Have you seen this before?
I'm not sure.
It's a beautiful pendant, which is not just a pendant, but is also a connector.
That's spectacular.
There's only 21 of them available. It is brilliant. So you can, sorry about the pen, I got that on my finger in the break. Fancy that. So it starts off as life as a connector, and it is magnetic, so I could just roll it around and turn it into a beautiful pendant, just like that. Isn't that amazing?
That's absolutely stunning.
Now it should be £16.95, but why would we want to do that? Why would we want to bring it to you at £16.95 when we can bring it to you for £12.95?
Wow.
Exactly.
All that
Exactly.
It's really eye-catching, isn't it?
It's absolutely gorgeous. You think about having this as a pendant, get a couple of them, you've got a pendant straight away, your connector can be your bracelet, it can also then double up as earrings if you wanted to have them cascading down like that.
That's really cute. That's really lovely like that.
Get several, have an entire suite. And if you wanted to, I mean, I'm sure there's some way you can actually transform that into a ring.
I don't see why not, or utilise it in a wrist to finger piece of jewellery as well.
Yeah. That would also work.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, can I put this with a deal of the day? Oh, who said that? Who, sorry? Oh, my earpiece is gone. Say that again. Jennifer! Genius. You are a genius, Jennifer. I love you. You're brilliant. Now, would you want it as a pen? Oh, I like it like that, actually.
It does look beautiful open like that.
But if you wanted it as the pendant, pop that at the bottom. Ooh, hello.
That's gorgeous.
Or if you wanted it as the connector.
If you are brand new with us, anybody who's making to sell or to gift needs to be aware that pacemakers don't enjoy interaction with magnetic jewellery.
No, that's very true. That's very true. Also, there is only 23 of the deal of the day, which is this gorgeous strand of Keshi pearls. There's 23 of them available. If it's in your basket, because I've got more in baskets than I've checked out, or should I say, there's more in baskets than I have left. If everyone checks out, there's not going to be any. So make sure you are checking your baskets out, and if you are looking at this going, oh, I'd really like that, you can still get a hold of it. The information is there. It's £35.95. This is always a very popular strand. Love that. Now, straight after the break, I am going to bring you the wire bundles because it is 7 o'clock. We are back on track right now after starting an hour earlier. It's going to be brilliant. And also, it is the hour that Gemma's going to be doing her cheating challenge. So sit back, get yourself a brew, my lovelies, maybe a piece of cake. I need to stop saying that because I need to start not eating the cake. But get yourself a cake and I'll see you in 2.
You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and the Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello and welcome back, it's Christmas. It is Christmas here at the Jewellery Maker Towers and I'm joined by the gorgeous Jan. Good
I should have done
evening.
it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I should have done that more of a jingly way, shouldn't I?
You can do a jingle for me.
Jam. Join tonight by Jam.
Somebody needs to do jazz hands.
I am doing Tonight by Jen. We'll be going over to her in a moment to do the kit, which was a bit of a challenge more than a kit, wasn't it? The kit and the challenge.
Oh, are we doing both of them?
I believe so.
Okay then.
Whoa, the challenge is next hour. Oh, why do you do this to me? It's because we've lost one of the hours. No, I don't. I just don't listen. There we are. I'll make it up as I go along. I kind of go, I want the challenge now. I'm going to start off, though, with a bundle. A very nice bundle. A silver-plated copper wire essentials bundle. A 48 metres of silver-plated copper wire essentials. So you're looking at 10 metres of silver-plated copper wire in 0.1. 0.1 in 1 mil, sorry, in 1 mil gauge, not 0.1, in 1 mil. You're also going to be getting 12 metres of silver-plated copper wire in 0.5, which we don't really see, do we?
That's fab.
Yeah.
I love to have that in the kit. Yeah, that's brilliant.
We're also going to be getting 20 metres of 0.4. And then you're going to get 3 metres of silver-plated copper half round wire in 0.8 and 3 metres of the silver-plated copper half round wire in 1 mil as well.
Ooh.
So you're getting 5 spools. You've got the half rounds, which are always extremely popular. Like the fact you've got the 0.8 and the 1 mil in those gauges. And I love the fact you've got the 0.5 in the other ones as well.
It's a cracking little bundle.
It's a fabulous bundle. 5 in total. Ooh. 5 spools of wire for less than £10.
That's fab.
£7.95. You're getting all that wire. How good is that?
That's exceptional.
It is, isn't it?
And it's really fun to be able to play with the 0.5 alongside the 0.4 because it gives you an opportunity to experience that quite subtle but really quite useful difference.
Is there a big difference between it? Can you tell the difference then?
If you're working extensively with a weaving, such as if you were doing a figure of 8 backwards and forwards to infill a design, you will find that there is a difference, and very, very subtly, but you'll feel it more than you'll see it.
Okay.
So if I was going to do a gizmo with 0.4mm gauge, that would be quite tricky.
Yeah. But
gizmoing with a 0.5, just that little 0.1 of a mil's difference can make quite a big difference to the finished look of the design. It's nice. It feels more sturdy as a gizmo coil as well.
That's interesting, because I don't really think about doing gizmo coiling with them, but obviously it's one of the main things to do. That's brilliant. £7.95 for the 5 of them. Grab it while you can. Now I've got a pack of 3 now. Very lucky. Silver plated round copper wire, 10 metres of the 1 mil, 6 metres of the 0.8 and 10 metres of the 0.4. So you're getting 2 of the essential structural wires and you're getting your weaving wire as well. Mm-hmm. Can you use your 0.8 as a weaving wire or is that a bit too far?
It would be quite destructive to your fingertips.
Ouch.
But 0.8 is fabulous because that's the one that I use most often for filling in on designs. Visually, it's slightly slimmer than your 1mm, so I would use the 1 mil as my outline, the 0.8 as my infill. It's perfect for your ear wires as well. And then obviously you've got your weaving wire as in the 0.4.
Which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You're getting 10 metres of the 0.4 as well. So it should be £10.95. Let's take it under 5. Mouth open from Jem, that's always a winner. Catch those flies, Jem, catch those flies.
How rude.
But true.
That's fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
£4.95 for 3 spools. 3 of the most popular sizes, 3 of the most used sizes, 3 of the most loved sizes, all for under £5. Get yourself more than one of these. If you can get 2, get 2. If you can get 3, get 3. You're going to use them, you're going to love using them, and you're going to want to use them time and time and time again.
You will, and it's one of the most popular colourways as well.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful colour, isn't it? Beautiful. Through and through.
Just like you, love.
I was about to say that to you.
Ah, beat you.
Nah. Nah. Oh, Paul's feeling left out. Paul, beautiful just like you. There you go. There you go. He always feels a little bit left out if we don't involve him. He's beautiful. There we are. He says, I am pretty though. Nicolette, well done, my darling. Janet, well done. Mary, well done. Shazza, well done. Sam, well done. Joanne, well done. If you haven't already got yours, get this in your basket. Check those baskets out. And if you have never tried us before, try us now for the first time. It's a brilliant opportunity to get your hands on these gorgeous white. And don't forget, on top of that, if you are new to us, you do get 2 strands of gemstones for free. Can't tell you what they're going to be because I don't know. It could be anything. It could be amethyst, it could be tanzanite, it could be citrine, it could be goodness knows what. But you will get 2 strands worth £19.95. You do not need to have a minimum spend to actually qualify for that. You just have to be a brand new customer and it will automatically be added to your order. So good luck. Next, I have got a monochrome look for you. Monochrome is always extremely popular, of course, black and white together. You see it time and time again in fashion. In fact, whatever the fashion is, you're always going to find that in the background there is that black and white element in some part of it as well. So here I've got for you black coated and white coated wire. It's silver plated white pastel round and it's 10 meters of the 1 mil. In this one, and then on this one we're looking at black coloured round copper wire, 10 meters of the 1 mil again, and look at the luster on this.
That's exceptional.
It's a great colour, isn't it?
Wonderful to see them bundled together as well, because you've got not just opposing colourways, you've got opposing textures, because the white pastel has an almost
matte, isn't
powdery
it?
feel to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it has got a matte effect, whereas you've got an extreme luster. It's almost like a spinel luster.
Yes. Yeah.
In fact, if you put that with spinel, that would look incredible.
Well, it will look like you've got a wire made of spinel.
Oh, yes. Trying to think of something quirky to say there. It's not coming to me. £7.95 for the 2 of them. That is a bargain, especially when you think about the fact that you've got 20 metres in total.
40p a metre.
Something like that.
That's absolutely fabulous. You're looking at structural gauge wires. And you're going to be able to make some really fun designs with the 2 counterpoint colourways.
Yes. Platinum.
You could make a zebra. Or an adder? Or a penguin.
Oh, a penguin would be nice.
If you had a pet penguin, what would you call it?
Pingu. Just because I remember the cartoon. You remember Pingu? It's brilliant. Next. Oh, heck. Oh.
Rescued.
Not damaging the set at all. What was the next one, sorry? Oh, pearl coloured. Oh,
Top choice wire. Top choice.
I'm fine. I'm just destroying everything. It is a top choice. You're right. It is absolutely a top choice. We're looking at pearl coloured, silver plated, round copper wire. That's a mouthful, isn't it? 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.8, and 10 metres of 1 mil.
So again, you've got your desert island gauges. One of my favourite colours of wire that's ever been introduced, alongside the antique bronze. Love this colourway, it's absolutely stunning, and it goes with every gemstone you can imagine.
Yeah, it is really beautiful.
It is. I mean, if you pick it up with something like Charoite, or even with Angelite, which is like a solid colour, isn't it? It has this beautiful, sumptuous, soft, almost velvety feel to it. It's gorgeous. Love this wire.
It's really bizarre to say it's beautiful because you don't actually think of wire as being beautiful, but actually, when you look at it, it really is.
Oh no, it is. I could definitely work with this all day long.
It's gorgeous. It's got such a lovely sheen to it. It's satiny. When you look at it, it's got a satiny finish. You're getting all 3 spools in this gorgeous colourway for less than £10. £6.95.
That is cracking. That's absolutely fab.
It is, isn't it? Seriously, seriously good. Seriously good value. We don't bring you wire bundles anywhere near as much as we'd like to. They do tend to go very quickly when they bring them you like this. Quite often you see them as part of kits and things like that, but to actually be able to separate them out and not have to buy them all individually or to buy them in a kit, you can choose which of the bundles you want, and you know exactly what you're going to work with. You know exactly the kind of gauges you want to work with, exactly the kind of colours you want to work with. You can pick and choose to your heart's content on these ones. This is most definitely one to go for if you haven't already tried working with this particular colourway.
And again, because you've got all of the gauges that you need, you've got your finer matching wires.
Yes.
Sometimes you kind of think, well, I've only got a little bit of the pearl colour left, I'll add some silver plated, and it does look pretty, but it's so much more beautiful a finish when you work with all of the complementary wires.
Yes, yep. It really is. Hold those lines on that one. Keep dialing in. There's still some of those available. Now we are moving on, not because we're selling out, by the way, but just because we want to bring you the different choices. So I'm going to bring you a Christmassy themed one. Festive! Because we're being festive today, so why not? Bright red coloured round copper wire and 10 metres of the 0.6, and can't bring you red without green for festivities. 10 metres of the 0.8 of the dark forest green coloured round copper wire. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Get your red and green for holly. La 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 la. Why are you looking at me like that? So why? Why are you
I was trying to think of something that would rhyme, and I failed.
Okay, that's fine. I still love you.
That's all right then.
So you are getting bright red and you're getting your dark forest green there. 0.6 and 0.8 for £3.95. So if you are thinking of making for Christmas, maybe some decorations, maybe some wreaths.
They would make exceptional wreaths. Almost forgot how to word then.
Weaves and wreaths.
All in one.
All in one, yeah.
So your 0.6mm gauge is the go-to gauge for making a spike weave, which would be an interesting way to update your Christmas wreath this year, to add some spike weave into the design.
I like the idea of that. They're really lovely colours as well, aren't they?
They are.
If you think of festive greens and festive reds, it's spot on.
See, I'm kind of seeing stripy elf socks.
Are you?
Wirework elf socks, not actual socks. That would be uncomfortable, I feel.
So would wirework elf socks, I think. I don't think the elves would like to wear those.
Decorative elf socks.
Oh, to stick on the wall?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. You're not going to stick the elf on the wall, are you? £3.95 for Christmas. They are beautiful colours to go along with. Fabulous tones.
They are, but they work at any time of year in other sort of design ways. I mean, that red is beautiful for the autumn season as well. You think of the changing of the leaves. I've got a beautiful acer, Japanese acer in my garden, and it's starting to turn, and it will sort of go through that kind of red at some point before all the leaves come down.
They come down very quickly, don't they?
They do with this particular tree, yeah.
I do love the acers when they turn colour, but they kind of go, gone. I'm red, I'm beautiful. No more. What was that one, sorry? Oh, gold. Gold. Gold coloured silver plated round copper wire. You're getting 4 metres of the 1mm. You will be getting 10 metres of the 0.8mm, and you'll also be getting 50 metres of the all-important 0.4mm.
Oh, that's lovely generous.
It's very generous, considering that is your weaving wire, which means you're going to use oodles and oodles and oodles of it.
You certainly do.
To give you 50 metres is super generous.
And it's that lovely Midas colour gold. Yes. Which again could be festive.
It could very well be festive.
But is very, very popular to work with.
Let me just bring back the red and the green. You pop those in there with the gold.
That's the Christmas table decoration sorted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Poor Paul's not liking this Christmas talk, are you? I'm loving the Christmas talk. It's brilliant. You can use it at other times of the year as well, including October, which we are in at this moment in time. Just, no, we're in it. We're in it. Doesn't matter whether we've got a little toe in there or a whole foot, we're in it. We're definitely in October, which means we've got Halloween coming up at the end of this month. Gold would look fantastic to make some little wire work pumpkins.
Ooh, that would be fab.
Wouldn't it?
Add some carnelian in. A touch of beautiful colour for Halloween.
Yep, so you can use it for all times of the year. And that's it. Once Halloween's out of the way, it's a stone throw.
Oh, it's bonfires after Halloween.
I know. But that's like literally after Halloween though, isn't it? It's only like a few days away after that. And then Christmas is a few days after that.
When does Thanksgiving fall? Is that November?
That's in November.
Yeah, okay.
I think, is it November the 14th? I might be wrong on that. 27th, is it? Hold on, no, what day is Thanksgiving?
I'm pretty sure it's in November, but
It is
after
in November,
bonfires.
yes. Yeah, it is. I think there's two conversations about dates going on here, which is confusing me immensely, but yes, it is in November. Right, keep checking those baskets out on this one as well, and good luck to each and every single one of you. There is a huge opportunity, if you've only just tuned in, for your wire making gifts, I'm going to say, because we have been handing these out to you at amazingly low prices. We've gone through silver colours, we've gone through red and greens, we've gone through black and whites, we've gone through all these different types. Have a look to see what has or has not sold out, and if you want it, grab it. It's so nice to be able to bring you this amount of wire in one go. It's been so long since I've done it actually. Now next, hematite.
So far up my street it's not true, it's moved in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Look at that colour.
Pretty. It's hematite coloured silver plated round copper wire, and you shall be getting in 0.4, 10 metres in the 0.4 to be precise, 10 metres in the 0.8 and 4 metres in the 1 mil.
Which is a lovely ratio to be working with. A little taster to see what you can create with this beautiful colour wire.
So what kind of things would you make with this coloured wire? I'm thinking Halloween.
That's fairly sure the first time I used it, it was with labradorite cabochons, and there were a lot of kind of quite gothic feeling pieces. It does work beautifully with labradorite, but if you get one of the labradorite cabochon parcels, it's nice to play around with how it looks with the blue hues, with the green hues, with the golden hues, but it works with any gemstone because it has that almost neutral backdrop to it.
Oh, thank you. We had a customer message and say Thanksgiving is the last Thursday of November, which is the 29th this year.
Fabulous. So we've got Thanksgiving after bonfires.
Yes. Yes, yes. You're just trying to slot as many different things in before Christmas, aren't you?
I am, yes. I'm sure there are more celebrations in between then and now because I've not done any shopping and I don't want to think about it yet.
Is that what it is? Is that what it all boils down to?
Yeah, basically.
Well, everyone's done the shop. I mean, Paul won't be doing his shopping until Christmas Eve. No one's getting anything this year. Okay, Paul will not be doing his Christmas shopping this year at all.
It will be fuel station flowers.
Yes, if that. I've not bought anything really for Christmas. I've just started making things like, you know, Christmas pudding and... Well, I haven't actually made that yet, but it's on my list of things to do. One of my wines is gone.
Oh.
It went mouldy.
Oh.
Bad times. That will not be drunk at Christmas.
Oh.
Took me ages to do that one as well. Never mind. Or if you're not thinking about Christmas and if you are trying to cram as many different celebrations in between now and then, they can be used for other things other than Christmas gifts or Christmas treats or Christmas decorations or anything else Christmassy I can think of at this exact moment in time. Hold those lines on that one. Last one. I'm going to bring you a kind of a little, almost a kit rather than a bundle, but it is champagne gold coloured, silver plated, round copper wire. And you're getting it 10 in 0.4 mil, 10 metres of that, 0.8 mil, 10 metres of that, and on top of that, you're going to get yourself a beautiful shell cab.
Oh, it's like a full moon.
Total eclipse.
Half moon.
I'm not going to eat this. Champagne Fizzle, this is called. It's a white shell coin cab, which is double-sided, and you are getting the champagne gold coloured silver-plated wire. That's a lovely little bundle, isn't it?
It is. It's kind of a challenge yourself to make something kit.
£7.95.
Fairly sure that's not far off the actual price of the cab.
Yep. I love the fact the cab's actually showing sort of champagne colours as well.
Which will be highlighted when you work with those together. It really does draw out the tones.
Do like that.
It's pretty.
It is, isn't it?
I think Chrysoprase added to that colourway would be delicious.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, it would. Although I am looking at the Keshi pearls, which are our deal of the day, and thinking they would look very nice together. Wouldn't they?
They would indeed. It's the sound of those pearls. The sound that they make is almost onomatopoeic to the word nacre. Do you know what I mean? If nacre had a sound,
that would be it.
That would be it. Yeah, it's for me anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good. That is good. Now, believe it or not, that's brought us up already to star buy time. I know. I know. Moving everything out of the way. My star buy, I think you're going to absolutely adore, because tassels are all the rage at the moment, aren't they? Tassel-tastic. Now, I've got to say, I'm not so much for the fabric tassels, but I adore the chain tassels.
That is so sumptuous in how it layers up as you drop it down. That's really beautiful. It's liquidy.
It feels amazing. You've got a beautiful chain tassel. You've got just oodles of chain cascading down. Perfect drop to it.
It's silken, isn't it?
It's lovely. You're asking why it's saying with cubes? Because it is with cubes. If you actually look at the chain itself, the chain has got cubes on it. Little cubes of silver.
Like stations along the chain?
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yep. So you have a little section of chain and then a cube, and then a little section of chain and then a cube. And that carries on all the way around. So it's a trace link chain with cubes in between. And then you've got that gorgeous tassel at the end as well.
So if you're going to a fancy Christmas function, that is going to look absolutely exceptional on the neckline, isn't it?
Yes,
it's going to catch
it
the
is.
light, the little cubes as you move.
Yep.
But the tassel itself is exquisite.
I do like the look of that. Immensely so. You don't need to add anything to it. That's a gift on its own, isn't it? Straight away. That is a gift on its own.
See, I'm looking at that thinking, self-treat.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well. I like the idea of getting it as a gift for somebody else, but actually, I really like it. It's so pretty. It is so pretty, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
That's it. Why go for a fabric version when you can get sterling silver?
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. If you are thinking of getting it for a gift, just add an extra one and treat yourself as well. 18 inches. Really nice length, beautiful finish. And if you want to get ready for the party season, even if you are cramming lots of different events in between then and now, this will be the perfect thing to wear, wouldn't it?
Would. you've got sort of a dual attack, haven't you? 18 inches a lovely length, and to have those little cube stations, they really will attract light and reflect them back out as if they're little gemstones.
Yep.
But the tassel is sumptuous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think I've seen anything like combining the tassel with the cube chain before. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So are you ready to see what your treat yourself price is? Because I am. £12.95. Does it look like a £12.95 design?
No, it looks like a $34.95 gift.
It does, doesn't it? It's got that high end. You can imagine this in a lovely jewellery box. You can imagine gifting this, and the look and the sort of expression that's going to be on the face of the person you're giving it to, because they're not going to think you spent just £12.90. You don't have to say that it was that little amount. Just go, here we are, I've got you an amazing gift. Beautiful little gift. Because I love you.
And it's the sort of thing that's so distinctive, you will be able to recognise it instantly if your giftee chooses to wear it to an event that you're attending.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just look, it is like fabric itself. Look at that. It's like silk. It looks just like silk running down the finger, doesn't it? It's got a beautiful feel to it. Oh, I just love that so much.
I think that's Lara and I have decided that we're going to take one of those each.
Aren't they gorgeous, though? That would be me playing with that constantly. And at that price, though, I mean, do get yourself one, treat somebody else to it as well, because Christmas is not that far away. Don't look at me like that, it's not that far away.
It isn't. It is kind of the time where you need to start considering who's going to receive a gift.
Okay, not everybody gets a payday before Christmas, and if that's the case, that's 2 paydays to Christmas. That's scary. That is really scary. That's really, really, really scary. 2 paydays potentially to Christmas. Obviously, if you paid weekly, then a few more.
Potentially.
Yeah. Hold those lines, my lovelies. Hold those lines on that. Now, the kit. It is the kit time. The kit's a gorgeous one today, actually. And when you see the jewellery that Gem's made, oh, love it. We are talking about gorgeous spinel. Rondelles that have been faceted. We're talking multi-gemstones in the most amazing colourways that you could possibly think of. You're talking about oodles of your wire, and it's the champagne gold coloured silver plated round copper wire, 10 metres in 0.4 and 10 metres in the 1 mil. So you've got your weaving wire and your structural wire. And then you've got these 2 fantastic strands of gemstones as well. Your black spinel is 80 carats. It's graduated faceted rondelles, 5x3 to 8x4 millimetres, and it's an 18 centimetre strand. And just talking about the fact, well, obviously this is a Christmas show, so talking about the Christmas period, think about all the parties that will be occurring during that time of the year.
This is a kit that's going to carry you through all of them.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There'll be birthdays along the way. There'll be celebrations. There'll be Thanksgiving. There'll be Halloween. There'll be all kinds of things in between. And you can actually utilise this kit in every single one of them. The next strand that I'm going to show you is the multi-gemstone strand. So it's a multicoloured gem, plain rounds, and you're looking at 10 millimetres in size, and it is a 38 centimetre strand. So you look at every single one of these beautiful gemstones, and there are so many things you could do with them. You could just restrand them, you could rosary link them, you could separate the colours out, you can graduate it, you can ombre it, you can get the most amazing effect. But look how many different colours there are.
I fell in love with this strand. It's stunning.
It is, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's like a little storybook introduction to gemstones.
Just everything you could possibly want. Oh. So you're getting these 2 fantastic strands, and you're getting 2 spools of wire as well. It should be £28.95. And that's where I would actually expect it to be finishing, to be fair. We're going under 20. We're going under 20.
Hey.
We're going under 20. 1995. That is an amazing price.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Isn't it?
Just for the gemstones alone.
I know.
That's cracking.
I know.
And then you've got the generous quantity of the wire as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Get on those phone lines. There is a bit of a wait. There is a lot of you coming in for this one, which is fabulous. It's so nice to see you with us tonight. It really is. So thank you for joining us. If you've just tuned in, the kit is available, but it is flying out fast. £19.95 is the price. You're getting 2 gorgeous strands of gemstones. One is spinel, one is multi-colour gemstones, and then you're getting 2 spools of wire as well. One is the 1 mil, and one is the 0.4. It's 10 metres of both. And can we have a sneaky peek of what we can possibly make with this kit? Because you've done loads.
I really struggled to stop, I'll be honest with you. I didn't want to stop until I'd basically used up everything.
All of them?
Yeah, which is what I did. I ended up using every gemstone.
I'm loving the link with the tassel, even the tassels. I like the tassels as well.
I think sometimes with a rosary link, having something really dramatic can work, as well as just plain rosary in complete by itself. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
What's your favourite piece?
The Celtic design on the far end with the spring coil is one of my favourites.
That one is stunning. Is that easy to do, the caging effect?
The caging effect, yes, it takes a little bit of practice to get the last section done.
Okay.
Basically, it's a length of wire created into 2 little coils, and then once you've kind of domed each of those 2 coil halves, you just squash it back together.
Squash.
Squash.
There comes that word again, squash. It's a gemmerism.
It is a gemism. Yep, absolutely. So I do like to make ammonite style designs, so the little spinel works so beautifully, graduating up in size on that one.
I'm loving the bracelet as well.
That's really cute. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the gemstone is here. I wondered if it might be a cat's eye or possibly an included quartz of some type.
Maybe.
Possibly a cat's eye quartz, because it has a beautiful
it does
effect
have that
in
look.
it. So obviously it's a mixed gemstone strand, but there are some real treats and treasures on there.
What about the beautiful bracelet that you've got with the 2? You've actually chosen pinks and blues to go in that one, haven't you?
I've picked all lapis and rose quartz for that piece.
Nice combination.
Love pink and blue together. It's that little sort of delicate baby colours, but
Yeah.
then you've got a really quite a strong colourway in the lapis, and there's some beautiful pyrite flecks within as well.
And the gold, the actual wire itself picks that out beautifully.
It does.
Really
It
does.
works ever so nicely. It's almost like a sort of a yin-yang effect with the wire swirling round
Yeah,
it.
it is actually, yeah.
Which is kind of cool. But I suppose my other favourite is the one that's nearest to me, which is the leaf design. So I spoke with Laura last week about what sort of theme we were going to run with. And we felt that because we're sort of thinking about our Christmas craft fairs, these are the sorts of pieces that do tend to sell really well. So this collection is really about what you can make with a mixed gem strand and the sort of thing that does go off the table quite nicely. And this is one of my more popular designs.
It's nice to have a mixed gem strand as well, because you don't have to buy individual strands to get the look that you want. I mean, if we were to do this separately, you would be buying, what, 4, 5, 6 different strands of gemstones to create each of these looks. So to actually get all of those gemstones on one strand, it cuts out that additional cost, which is lovely.
It is. It's absolutely fantastic. Kind of a taster as well.
Yeah. And at the price you're seeing it out on the screen right now, it's a definite get it in your basket, check it out and enjoy it and love it and work with those colours. Even if the colours that you're not used to working with, even if it pushes you out of your comfort zone, it's certainly worth having a go.
The chrysocolla that we had at the top of the show.
Oh, I love that.
It's a kind of mixing the blues and the greens, which is what I've tried to replicate in the piece that's nearest to me again. Just putting the greener gemstones with the blues together. It took me out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't normally kind of pair them, but when we were looking at the chrysocolla earlier, it made me kind of think of it.
Yeah, there we are. So what are you going to be demoing for us?
Well, I thought we'd have a look at the focal leaf design on the piece that's nearest to me.
So this is one of your more popular designs, isn't it?
It's one that sells up, down, left and right, and you can create, it does though, and you can kind of take just a small feature, size it down, add it as just a charm, restrand, any of the beads from the 10mm mixed gemstone strand and just add a tiny little petal as a charm. Or you can go the whole hog and create quite a feature piece like this. I did one last year which was absolutely rack stacked and packed with these petals, and it's very, very effective on the neckline, so you can kind of take from it what you want to take, just a little charm, pair of earrings, or go big with it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, so we're going to be working primarily with the 1mm gauge champagne gold coloured wire, and I've got a length here which is around about the 10 inches or so. Let me just move my board over so you see less of the tools and more of my hands, such as they are. I trapped them in the laundry area earlier, so sorry about my hand looking a bit ropey. The first thing that we're going to do is generate a wrapped loop with a little bit of leftover wire at the top. So I'm going to suggest that we leave maybe 3 inches of wire at one end, pop ourselves a little right angle bend and just generate that wrapped loop. Now the easiest way, all I'm doing now is I'm just stroking the wire to make it warm and pliable and smooth. I'm just going to take my round nose pliers into the top there where I've generated that loop, and I'm creating quite a small circle just near the top of the tip of the pliers there, and that is going to be enough. I'm just going to take a second section of the 1mm to show you that that's going to slide on nicely. If you wanted to integrate it into the other design, we've got enough space there for that to work. So the next thing I'm going to do is to support the loop that I've just created and wrap a couple of times with that tail around what I'm going to refer to as the neck of the design. So I'm supporting that loop to try and keep a round idea going on there, and this wire is beautiful quality to work with, and we've just chased that round, so we've got 2 wraps around the neck and we've retained that round shape at the top there. So I'm just going to tighten that up by applying either side of my pliers to that, get that a nice tight coil. And we're just going to ignore that tail for now and add in one of the gemstones. So to replicate the colourway of the little bangle, I'm just going to add in what looks to me to be, could be a lapis, it could be a sodalite, one or the other. I'm just going to draw that into position at the top, and that's just come all the way along the longer length. So I'm going to allow a little bit of space beneath my bead and put another right angle in, but you'll notice that the wire is going in the same orientation as the tail that we've left at the top. And the next thing I'm going to do is generate a stylised leaf shape. So just come down to the bottom and a leaf back up to the other side at the top. So pop that out of the way. I'm just going to use either a finger or a thumb to generate a nice smooth curvature until we get the first half of our leaf shape. So if I imagine that there's a straight line coming down from the neck of the design through the bead, that point, if it's an imaginary straight line, is going to transect, is that the word? It's going to hit here at the bottom of the leaf. So I'm just going to support that, come in with the tip of my bent chain nose pliers and draw that all the way back around so that we generate the second half of the leaf or the petal design as you prefer. Now you can have your leaf to be handed so that it comes over to one side, like so. We've got a bit of a gentle tilt to one angle, or you can have that perfectly symmetrical. It's entirely up to you, it's entirely stylised, so you can kind of pick and choose as you desire. What I'm going to do now is replicate the smooth arc that we created. If you treat your wire well, give it a little bit of a warm through, you'll be able to get quite a nice fluid curvature quite easily. It's not difficult to achieve that. If you're heavy-handed with your wire and use it cold, it's less likely to behave so beautifully. So I'm just going to support the long bar of wire that's coming over the top and push that down all the way around beneath the bead at the top. Now I need to pinch this quite firmly whilst I bring the wire back over the top. If you allow this side to scooch all the way around, as it's going to want to do, you're going to have a side here which is smaller and shorter, and it will then lose its sense of symmetry. So one of the ways that you can achieve this is by gripping hold of that with your pliers, and that will prevent the wire from shrinking on the side. So I've got a double wrap at the top and a double wrap underneath, and I'm going to take my tail and bring that around to the side. Just going to draw that down over the face of the petal or leaf design. I'm just going to put a nice bit of curvature in there, and again, because we've pre-warmed the wire, it becomes quite fluid. So I've got a good section of tail at the back here where we don't need all of that, so I'm going to trim to maybe about 6 or 7 millimetres past the tip at the bottom of the design. So I'm just going to support those while I snip. Pop this to one side because you can make a mini version with your offcuts. Come back in with the bent chain nose pliers, any flat pliers will do. And we're looking to hold on to the wire that's sticking out the bottom about 1.5 millimetres to 2 millimetres past the tip of the leaf. We're going to support that and put a right angle bend. So if I show you sideways, we're taking the tail end of the wire over the tip of the leaf. I've inverted the design now. I'm going to hold that quite firmly and draw that tail around. I'll show you sideways, we're just creating a loop and we're just going to squash that so that the very end of the wire meets up with the back side of the little vein that we've put down there. So it looks quite pretty, it looks a bit like a coffee bean, but maybe that's because I've had many coffees today. So you can then play around with the texture of your piece. You can kind of put a bit of bend into it if you want to. So you can see it's really easy to get texture, and that sits quite nicely on the neckline in that fashion. You can straighten it out, you can do it as you prefer. If you want to kind of have all of the leaves on one side of your design to be pointing one way, and then all of the leaves on the other side pointing the other way, you can do that too. So you can play around with it until it fits exactly how you want it to fit. And if that does come away at the bottom, just give it a little bit of a squeeze. The only reason it's moved is because I'm playing around with the shape of the tip there. So another bit that you can add in terms of decoration is just to warm the tail that we left at the top. Get that to circle all the way around your little bead. And we've got a little tiny bit of space between that double wrap that we did and the bead itself. So I'm going to support the bead, pull that tail all the way around over the top. Now we've got enough of a tail here just to create a little bit of a swell. So I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, very close to the tip here. If I show you there, it's right up to the top. Draw that tail until we start creating a coil. So bring that around, come back in with some flat facing pliers. I've got my bent chain nose pliers, but the faces are flat. And I'm just going to draw that over the top until that little coil sits over the top of my framework. Give that a little bit of a straighten up, and you've got some quite pretty little designs. Now I would be inclined then, because these are quite similar in size, but I've got two different colours, I would want those as earrings.
Yes.
Because although they're odd, they're similar. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think you can really play with and enjoy the multicoloured nature of this strand by making designs such as that.
That's really beautiful. And then that matches the bracelet.
And then it matches the bracelet in terms of colour, and it matches the necklace that's closest to me, which you're looking at right now because of the design of the petals.
Yep.
And you can see there that there's some different ideas. These will be photographed and put onto the Facebook page later on today. And you can see that the ends haven't been tucked over the bottom of the frame, but they've just been coiled and left centralised, which is a different but quite a pretty way of working with them.
It's really lovely, really lovely.
So you've got lots of different ways.
I can see why they're extremely popular, actually.
They do, they fly out.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah. Thank you very much, my
You're
lovely.
very welcome.
That's
Thank you.
brought us perfectly to Star by Time. Turquoise. Always a very popular gemstone, and you can understand why. It's got one of the most dramatic colours and one of the most well-known colours and well-loved colours around the world, really, hasn't it? And it can be really expensive. I have seen some turquoises, and they're handmade designs, and they are in boutique little areas, like if you've got a theatre and they're lending out sort of a cabinet, or if you're in a card shop and they're lending out a cabinet, or or a hotel. And you see these turquoises and you see small pieces going for quite a large quantity of money. But people love turquoise. People are happy when they see turquoise and they want it because you don't get it anywhere near as often as we used to before. It's getting harder and harder and harder to get a hold of turquoise these days, which is a shame because it is stunning. And I'm about to bring you an opportunity to own not just a small quantity of turquoise, but I'm talking about a huge quantity. I'm talking about 78 centimetres worth of turquoise. I mean, what would you do if I gave you an 18 centimetre strand of turquoise?
I'd smile.
Exactly. Well, forget 18 centimetres. Take the 1 from that and add a 7 instead. 78 centimetres. That's like a skipping rope for me. Well, maybe not quite a skipping rope, but it's a good size. That on its own, how many necklaces do you think you could get out of this?
I could imagine 3 very, very gem-heavy necklaces, but I'd be inclined to make lots of Tree of Life with them. I think Tree of Life and turquoise is exceptional, and you'd get lots and lots of Trees of Life. Tree of Lives? Trees of Life.
A forest.
You would.
You get a forest of life.
You would.
There we are. Would you make them as pendants or would you actually make them as freestanding trees?
I would be inclined to do, because you've got so much to work with,
yeah.
I would like to have some as pendants, some as wall hangings. I'd make pendant and earring sets because in the ear that's a really striking colour, really beautiful to work with.
Turquoise is anyway, isn't it?
It is.
And you do get slight, I mean my mum keeps going on, why is some turquoise green and why is some turquoise blue? I don't understand. Sometimes it's just, it's copper, it's a copper bearing gemstone. And it depends on the quantity. That is what mum sounds like. Oh dear. She does get slightly higher pitch. She is a grandma now, so yes, yeah. She gets higher pitched if she has a drink. Does she? Brilliant. You always know when she's had a bit of an alcoholic beverage. Because she talks like that! And she gets very, very passionate and very excited, and then she starts breaking crystal. It's like, you know, the pitch she gets to.
Oh, I see.
Not actually throwing crystal. No, I'm on about the pitch she gets to.
High C.
Very high, very high. She's not ever broken crystal, by the way. I've managed to make it ring.
That's quite impressive. On my register just doesn't go that high.
I did an impression of Queenie from Blackadder. And I did an impression of her at Christmas one year and made all of the crystal sing.
That's impressive.
It scared me a little bit, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, my mum always asked the question of why is some turquoise green and some blue, and it's because of the copper that you've got in it. But it gives it the most beautiful, unique look. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing. I did say, oh, good question, Mum, good question. She didn't listen, but hey, never mind. It is one of those, whether you like it greener, whether you like it more blue, it's one of the most beautiful and unusual gemstones you're going to get a hold of. And you're getting a huge 78 centimetres for £24.95. Oh.
That's fabulous.
Oh my goodness. Get your hands, if you saw the antique.
Oh, the antique bronze findings,
Yes,
mega,
yes,
657.
Yes, yes. Get your hands on that. Then go and play with this strand with those, because they would go so nicely together, wouldn't they?
They do work beautifully, yes.
Just think of the bangles you could make out of this. Just think of the memory wire bracelets you could make out of this. This would go so beautifully with a brand new Chrysoprase.
Oh, it would.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I'm just eyeing it up at the moment, sorry. let me just slide that in there. Chrysoprase. There it is, slotted in.
That is a very beautiful combination.
I'm actually liking the idea of your bracelet, you know, that sort of yin and yang.
Yes.
But instead of with just the wire, having these sort of interlinking.
That would work beautifully.
So you have that sort of effect, and then you have two larger gemstones in the centre.
Yeah.
That would work quite nicely.
Yeah.
Chrysoprase coming up a little bit later on. Do not worry about that, my lovelies. It will be with you soon. £24.95. Definitely get a hold of it. Get your hands on this. I mean, it's the huge, huge size that we're looking at for such a tiny price point. And you think about the fact that if I just take that, in fact, not even that section. If I took that section, I could turn that into a bracelet, add that to some chain, done.
Or the little slider bracelets.
Yes, slider bracelets. I try to avoid saying that just because that's what I always say.
I'm sorry.
It's
well,
all right.
I'm suggesting it
Thank
today.
you, because that's exactly what I was going to say originally. Hold those lines, my darlings. Now, ooh, let me bring to you this. Is this what I think this is? I think it's a strand of various different opals. Oh! Had to be done, had to be done. Had to be done. Just take, this is amazing. Just take a look at this. Oh! Oh! Look at this one.
Wow.
Look at this one. It's an opal. Really, seriously, it is an opal. Not only, oh, I love this strand. I have never seen this before. And this is what's known as a Tiffany's opal. Also known as a Tiffany's stone, which is actually an opalized fluorite.
Bertrandite, isn't it? Tiffany stone.
I don't know what the actual technical term of it is, but it's a opalized fluorite.
Which is amazing.
Which is, it's only a small element of opal in it, actually.
Okay.
In comparison, there's various different minerals in that come together to form it. But it's so, so beautiful. And now Tiffany's have never actually been connected with the mine or the gemstone in any way, shape or form. They actually think the name came from the mine owner's daughter.
Oh, how lovely is that?
Yeah. There you go. But you've got a huge variety of different opals on this one, including, I mean, look at the green opals there, but including fire opal. This one, I've never seen anything quite like it.
It's exquisite, isn't it?
That's more like a tiger's eye, isn't it, than an opal? How amazing is that?
This is a breathtaking strand.
Yeah. Never seen it before. Never seen it before. I'd be grabbing it with both hands and running as fast as I could. Especially when you see the price point. Get a hold of it. Separate these out. Love it. Enjoy it. You've got it for £29.95.
Those are some fabulous sizes as well. I mean, each one of those for me would be a solitaire ring. And to be able to bring a full suite of availability of solitaire opal rings.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, please. I mean, that's it. None of these are the opals. I mean, you might potentially expect to see a bit of play of colour on that one, but none of these show play of colours. These are all examples of opal other than that. And that's what's so lovely, because so many people think of just the play of colour opals. You think of just the Australian or just the Ethiopian. Well, what you've got here is a whole host of different opals, all beautiful, all individual, and all at an amazing price.
They're exquisite.
And this one you're going to love. Multicoloured agate. Pop, 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 pop. Pops of colour. Lots of pops of colour. That's what you're getting here. Lots of pops of colour. $80 carats. You've got so many different colours, you could shake a stick at it. Look at the banding that you're getting.
That's an exquisite strand. I would absolutely add that to our last kit.
Yep, definitely. Definitely, I agree with you on that one. How many of these do we have? Right, I thought that was going to be the case. All I'm going to say is start dialing now. Start dialing now. get on that website, put it in your cart, check that cart out, check that basket out, because at £7.45 they're going to vanish very, very quickly. You're going to get multi-buyers on this one. You're going to get people who want to get this for themselves and as a gift for somebody else. Again, it's a fantastic strand for colour because you're not having to buy individual strands to get a multitude of colour in this.
This is true. That would look exceptional knotted.
Oh, yes. Or even rosary linked.
Yes, rosary linking would be beautiful as well, but I'm thinking with a really bright, like a bright orange or a fluorescent pink.
Oh, yes.
Like an Eslon or something.
Ooh, nice. And that's where you need to get yourself the cord ends.
Yes, that would be cool.
Yep, there's still some of those available, by the way. You can still get a hold of them. They were a fantastic price. Check the website. It should still be there. Hold those lines, my darlings. Hold those. Is that the time? I know. I know. Time flies when you have fun. I have no idea what we're doing now. I thought we were still going on for the rest of the hour. There we are. In the next hour, I have got the brand spanking new Chrysoprase for you. And at 8:30, I have got the challenge, which I still say she cheated at. She's licking her tongue out at me now. So we've got that as well. And then in the final hour, because there's only 2 hours left, in the final hour, we also have the final kit. It's all coming up after this.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know, no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging. Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Lare De-Leuw and this is the Jewellery Maker Late Show. Hello, hello. I'm about to bring to you a little mini showcase of a very gorgeous gemstone that I think you're going to fall in love with. If you've never seen it before, that's fine. It's amazing. It's known as Chrysoprase and it's a variety of chalcedony. So if you think about all the things that you love about chalcedony, the way the light shines through it, the way it's got that mysterious nature, the way it just has the most beautiful smoothness to the actual colour itself, and the way it just, there's something about it, it's very ethereal, it's almost like it's a cross between a fluorite for the glow that you get and a chalcedony. So all of the elements together combined create this gorgeous gemstone. And I've got this brand new strand that I think you're going to fall in love with. If you love your Jadeite, this is a stone for you. There's no question about it. Now, the Jadeite we have is the opaque Jadeite, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, if you look in the industry and you look at different jewellery, the most treasured variety of Jadeite is almost a transparent. It's not actually transparent, it's translucent, but as close to transparent as you could possibly get. These kind of colours.
That's very true, yeah. It's almost like a stained glass window crossed with an apple kind of thing.
Yes, this is the closest thing I think you're going to get to one of the finest, what do they call the finest quality jade? It's not Emperor jade.
Imperial?
Imperial jade.
Yeah.
It's that kind of quality, that kind of look to it. It's just magical. And to think that this is part of the chalcedony family, I mean, that's where you're getting that gorgeous glow. That's where you're getting that beautiful elegance. It's kind of like everything you could possibly want, isn't it?
Absolutely is. What a really, truly beautiful strand. Wow.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's giving you all of the nature of Chrysoprase, but on one strand, and I love that we are doing the ombre strands because you can see everything that you want to see.
Well, this is it. I'm going to show you another strand, because I've actually got a couple of strands for you, but this is the sort of the varieties of Chrysoprase that you can get, and you'll see just how amazing this ombre is. Because here you've got the opaque variety, completely opaque, whereas here you're seeing translucency in there as well. You're seeing the light, being able to dance through it. You're seeing the beautiful, gorgeous glow. You're going right through to almost an emerald green, almost that sort of $1 million emerald green that you're looking at there. And these are all, and this is one of the things I love as well, it's not graduated.
I do love a strand like this, absolutely.
This is something very special. I mean, Every single one of these is 3mm. Every single one of these has been beautifully faceted. If you wanted to put this in with your seed beading, you are more than welcome to. I think it would lend itself so beautifully to that medium, wouldn't it? I'd also like to see it, again I'm going back to the bracelets, but I'd also like to see it as a bracelet, as a stacker. I'd also like to see it as a necklace, just with a simple one pendant hanging down, maybe one of these actually.
That would be gorgeous. Really beautiful, because it would draw the whole strand together and give you that counterpoint between the faceted and the smooth polish.
Absolutely.
That would work beautifully.
It is a stunning, 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 stunning gemstone. I mean, one of the most recent gemstone finds of a sort of a new variety of gemstone was Aquaprase, which is another Chrysoprase, just a slightly different colour. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It really is in every single way. For me, it's one of the ultimate gemstones because it encompasses so many different elements of other stones. It has the glow of a chalcedony. It has that sort of ethereal glow as well of a fluorite.
It does give you all of those spectacular...
Yep, through and through. It's one of the most beautiful gemstones. I mean, pop this with jadeite and how gorgeous would this be?
It would be stunning. Those
really
two together
would.
would be magical.
Just the elegance that you would get with the two. And you're getting a lovely juxtaposition between the depth of the colour and then the lightness of the colour. You're getting this beautiful banded effect with it. Love it, absolutely love it, and you're going to get it for $16.95. $16.95, which is an amazing, amazing price. Can I just grab the pad for a second, because I want to see, because I know they're going to be flying out, but I just want to be able to actually say congratulations to some of you. Sorry, my darling, sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Huge congratulations to Helena, to Vicky, to Collector and Kent, to Angela there as well. If you are wanting to get this, you need to be waiting on those phone lines. There's a little bit of a wait, but you will be answered as soon as is humanly possible. Don't forget as well to check those baskets out. It's a stunning, stunning strand, isn't it? Stunning. What would you do with it then?
I would want this on the wrist so I could look at it all day, every day. I'd also go for a trilogy. I'd pick the 3 most different tones from each of the segments. So I'd have one that's sort of verging on that jadeite-like apple white through to one of the more foresty, and then in the centre one of the mid-tones.
Yes.
And I'd have that as a trilogy ring.
Nice idea. Very nice. They're gorgeous through and through. Very big congratulations to you if you're getting more than one of these. And do you know what? Welcome to the show if you're new. Welcome to the show if you're new. If you have never bought from us, don't be shy. Come and join us for the first time. I would love to see you. Get yourself on the phone line, get yourself on the website, get it in your basket, check it out. And don't forget as well, you will get a free gift. If you're new to buying with us, you will automatically get 2 more strands added to your order. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to have a minimum spend. They just automatically get added as well, which means you'll be getting 2 additional strands, which are worth £19.95. So that's nice, isn't it? So if you bought this strand as the first strand you went for, you'd get another 2 on top. Not of this. I can't tell you what strands you're going to actually get. It's pick and mix, potluck.
Which is lovely, because sometimes that will sort of take you down a different road, won't it?
Exactly, exactly. Now I'm going to bring you the cab next. So I love this cab. Oh, this one is amazing. So if I don't ping it across, let's try that again. Try not to ping it across the studio. Oh, the big ones. Oh, even better. Now this, tell me what this makes you think of. So these are very different varieties of the Chrysoprase. It gives you a really nice idea of the differences and shows you what kind of a versatile stone it actually is. What's it make you think of?
I'm going to have a look on... Ooh, okay. So I think of... You're probably thinking of chocolate limes.
No.
I'm thinking of Shiva Lingam stones.
So what?
Shivalingam stones. It's a nice long oval jewel colour.
Ah, not heard of those ones.
Have a look on the wild world web.
I'm actually thinking of mint choc chip ice cream.
Ah, that's also a good choice.
What?
No, I feel that way about orange chocolate. I don't think orange
What?
chocolate should be a
Hold
thing.
on. So you what? Pause. Let's just pause for a moment. Okay, so we've just found out that Becky thinks that mint chocolate should be banned, and Jem thinks orange chocolate should be banned.
Yes. There's lots of head shaking in the studio.
Orange chocolate's the best.
Orange chocolate is amazing. Mint chocolate is amazing.
I like chocolate with cherries in.
Yes, that's also nice.
99% dark chocolate with cherries in is the good. That's the good stuff.
There's lots of nice chocolates out there.
Never tried it with chilies. I'm told that's a flavour sensation.
I'm not so keen on that. Not so keen on that at all. Because you go, oh, chocolate, and they go, oh. Chilies have a very distinct flavour, and I don't particularly like them with... It's supposed to go great over, like, duck as well. And lamb. Right, let's go back to the stones after that. Yeah, let's just move back. So whether you think it looks like mint chocolate chip and whether you like that or not, who knows. But they are an amazing stone. So you are the queen of wire wrapping.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Can you imagine that with a mixture of bare copper wire, antique bronze, and I'm going to go with champagne gold.
Oh.
That would be beautiful. A trilogy of wire colours, non-traditional.
So you'd actually mix the colours?
I would mix the colours of
Oh,
wires,
okay.
yeah. Maybe take some
Daring.
quite fine gauges, maybe a 0.4 or 0.5, twist them up together, and then utilise that over the face of the gem. Where we've got the bicolour nature here, you've got opportunity to kind of course across the front of your gemstone with some differently coloured wires.
Nice.
Really sort of enhance and nurture the nature of that gemstone, because everyone's going to be unique, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. They are all different shapes as well. So you're actually going to get 140 carats. Can't tell you what shapes you're going to get. I don't even think I can name some of these shapes. I mean, what shape's that? Squiggle? S shape, isn't it, almost? But not quite. Beautiful looks. Now, it should be £19.95. We're going to take it under 15 today.
That is astounding, absolutely astounding.
Yep. Grab it
Wow.
while you can. Under £15. And I mean, you could be selling one of these as a pendant for that, couldn't you?
And double and triple that amount.
Okay, there we go.
So that stone that you're holding there, I would probably want to go almost fantasy style with it, something quite daring, again with those hot mixed metals. And I'd probably be looking at a minimum of £45 for a fairly labour-intensive wirework pendant.
That would be
So
really
I'm
nice.
tripling on one piece, and you've got, what, 4 in your selection there?
Yep.
That works for me.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. If it works for you as well, we've got a limited number of these available, so it is a case of fastest fingers first. I'm going to wish you all the best on this one because it looks like you're very, very much loving it. I'm very much loving it as well. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, I am going to bring you the other cab. Was that you cracking your knuckles? Your back?
Yeah.
Do you want a chair?
I'm not.
You sure? Did you hear that? Please tell me you actually heard that.
I did, yes.
You did? That was massive. Cracking up here. I thought I was getting old. You're younger than me. We've got 8 carats of Chrysoprase chalcedony for you. So Chrysoprase is a variety of chalcedony. Oh my goodness. Look at that glow.
That's fantastic.
Oh, it makes me feel like it's something from Atlantis.
Ooh.
It's got that kind of aquatic green to it, doesn't it?
Something that Jason Momoa would wear in a ring, perhaps.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. whilst topless. Steady. It's the Late Show. You're not disagreeing with me though, are you? 15 by 10 millimetres is what you're looking at here. Ooh. I'm thinking a dragon's eye effect. I mean, look at the way it just... That's the most amazing effect, isn't it?
And therein is the beauty of a crystal quartz doublet, because it magnifies, intensifies, and you get a real depth with these.
You really do. So when you're looking at a doublet itself, sometimes it's two gemstones, sometimes it's just two components. In this instance, with it being a crystal quartz, it'll be the crystal quartz over the top and then your chrysoprase underneath. And that glow that you get within the entire thing itself is just magical, isn't it?
It is. You've got a real purity of intensity.
Well, quartz amplifies light. So they've chosen this combination to really enhance, because if this were just the chalcedony on its own, you wouldn't get that kind of effect.
And you certainly don't get that rising green alien sun effect.
No. And you don't get the depth either. I mean, as soon as you get a deep chalcedony, you get a darker colour, which means the light can't pass through it. So they've taken a slice of chalcedony, then they've topped it with a large quantity of clear quartz, and that's what's giving you that effect. So it's amplifying the light, it's allowing the light to bounce off the bottom, and then that's beautifully going to create that amazing, almost aquatic, almost Atlantean feel.
Yeah, it is. Most definitely.
£13.95.
Exquisite. I would absolutely be setting that in a ring.
For Jason Momoa.
Yeah, maybe. If he asks nicely. Be more than happy to provide.
Oh, the grin on your face. It is a stunning, stunning piece. And you don't have to make it as a ring. You could always make it... it needs to be a ring, doesn't it?
I think with the depth of it, it would be just exceptional. I mean, you could add some tiny beadwork around the outside. You could gallery set it in sterling silver. There are a number of ways that you can make it, but because you've got that beautiful depth as a doublet, it's a really great design to sort of work your prong setting.
That wouldn't be prong.
Ha ha! I see what you did there. Mm-hmm.
It's not too late for bad jokes, Paul. It's never too late for bad jokes.
That's what I was going to say.
You're never going to get a good joke with me. He's desperate for a good joke, so if you've got any, send them in. Hold those lines, my darlings. Now, I'm going to bring you the plain rondelles to start off with. I'm thinking... Surfer.
Yes, they've got that lovely sweetie necklace shape, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. And again, surfer with one of the big slabs.
That's really cool and suitable for any gender. That's going to work for everyone, isn't it?
Or even...
I did look at that earlier and wonder if that might be a bit controversial, but I really like them together.
I like them together. I do. Really do. Isn't that beautiful though? Again, it's that glow. And the fact you don't have the facets there, I think it really gives... It lends itself to the softness of the colour of the stone. Mm. The haziness, the dreaminess, the mysteriousness that you have.
It is dreamy. It's lovely.
It's magical, isn't it? Absolutely magical. Anything else you'd do with it?
That would be lovely with the antique bronze on a wrist piece, I think, but in such a way, set in such a way that you can move the beads within the design, so possibly channel set in a single direction so they all sit snugly, and a section for the front of the wrist that's absolutely jam-packed with the gems. and then just wire work on the back. But I like I say, I'd want them to be free so I could move them. And I'd be inclined to just use 5 or 7 stones at a time.
Okay.
Because it's quite a punch of strength behind it. Although it has a gentleness in its colourway, I think it's very striking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just seeing how many 5s you could get out of this.
Quite a few, I would imagine.
I've got 5 so far. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's a lot, basically. 16.
Look at
17 and a bit. So you could get 17 and a bit rings out of that.
Amazing.
17 and a bit rings if you just used 5. In fact, that's 5 at a time. So that's bracelets, isn't it?
That's bracelets,
yeah.
Absolutely.
17 bracelets.
Amazing.
This is the should-be price, £59.95. Now, if you were going to be using them as bracelets, how much would you be selling those bracelets for? What would you be putting them with? Would you be putting them with the sterling silver, or would you be putting them with a base metal? Would you be braiding? Would you be kumihimoing? Would you be macrameing? What would you do to make these gemstones stand out?
You've got so many options that you could literally just use 3 pieces and macrame round them with a nice warm chocolate coloured satin.
Yes, because that would work perfectly with the sort of chocolate colours that come through, especially if you wanted to combine it with, say, one of the cabs from earlier on,
Yes.
which incorporates that chocolate into it. I mean, it almost looks like 2 completely different gemstones, doesn't it?
It does, and I think that's one of the joys of Chrysoprase is that it has got so much to give.
It really does. Absolutely does. The effect is beautiful. Not £59.95 though, £39.95 is going to be your price point today. If you see it, you like it, you love it, you want it, grab it with both hands, get it in your basket, check those baskets out. Again, today has been really quite busy, it's been lovely to see. Even though it's a Monday, it is Monday, isn't it?
I'm fairly sure it is, yes.
It's a Monday. Even though it's a Monday, it all blurs into one for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When you don't have a Monday to Friday
Yeah.
job, you do kind of lose track of what day we're working on.
What makes it worse for me is my husband doesn't really have a Monday to Friday job either. He works, like on Saturday, he was working on Saturday. It's, you just never know where you are. Is it the weekend? Is it not the weekend? I don't know. I don't know what a weekend is anymore. £39.95. Even though it's a Monday, in fact, it's been exceptionally busy considering it's a Monday.
Well, thank you all very much for being with us.
Thank you. It is a pleasure, especially with it being Christmas. And I know not everybody likes Christmas in October, but I do.
For my money, it's better than Christmas in July. I find Christmas in July a little tiny bit premature. So Christmas
I get very
in October,
excited by it. I do. That's when I start going, yes, that's when I start prepping.
In July?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't buy gifts, that sometimes I do, but I haven't done this year. I've not been very good at that at all. Is that it? There's no point to me bringing this. It's going to go. There are 3 of these available. 3 of them available, and that is it, unfortunately. So you're looking at 175 carats.
That's so much on a strand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 175 carats. Graduated plain fancy slices, 17 by 5 to 30 by 7 millimetres. It's an 8 centimetre strand, and you're getting lots on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 approximately. 11 on there. £29.95.
That's astounding. I mean, the sheer size of some of those pieces is astonishing. Really incredible. If I was looking to buy a 30 by 7 millimetre piece undrilled as a cabochon of this gemstone, I'd be looking for more than half of the price that we're looking at on screen. I'd be looking at sort of £15, £18 for a piece of that size.
Hold those lines, my lovelies. Final one. I like this because it's coated, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Yes, I'm thinking again, I'm thinking of aquatic, I'm thinking of sort of mermaidial themes. And you'll see dragons.
Oh, that's incredible. I can imagine also a serpentine wirework design. That's going to look incredible inside an antique bronze Viking knit tube.
Ooh. Yes, it would.
When you've got a coated gemstone, it kind of catches the light ever so slightly differently.
Yes. Yeah, just because the coating catches it. You can get this beautiful iridescence. So they add this iridescence to the surface. So you'll have the beauty of the gemstone behind it, but also when the light catches it, it will reflect off that iridescent surface, and that's what gives you this almost like reptilian.
It is. It's like a Komodo dragon, but a really nice, friendly one, and they generally tend to not be.
Apparently they've got bad breath.
Yeah.
Really bad breath. £14.95 is what you're looking at. It's the final 7 chances available today, and that's it. Once it's gone, who knows when it's going to get back in. That's the thing. When you're looking at strands like this, we may never get them back in again. And it might not be because we don't want to get them back in again. It might be that we just can't get them back in again.
Or that it becomes prohibitively...
Yes. You never know that in this industry, when you're working with genuine gemstones, you never know what rules are going to be changing or how prolific it's going to be. I mean, they might have had an amazing mine run where we could have bought lots and lots and lots of it, and then the next thing you know is there's nothing coming out. So everything does change quite rapidly, and that also affects the fluctuation of prices as well. So when you see something like this with the final few, if you love it, just grab it. Just grab it. When it comes to gemstones, it's always a good thing to do. Now, next... Ooh, I nearly fell off the chair then.
Don't do that.
Oi, oi, oi. I'm going to bring that a bit closer. Do you know what? I've had a week where I've just constantly been damaging myself, and that would have been just like the final. Have you done the same?
Absolutely, yeah.
Got attacked by a bramble bush and it tore chunks out of my foot.
Aww.
I've then gone and dropped a concrete slab on my leg today.
That was slightly careless.
Well, I was trying to clean the bin, and I know this is going to sound silly. I was trying to clean the bin. So the bin outside needs cleaning every so often. So I was trying to clean the bin, which meant I was trying to drag it around the side of the house. I'm still renovating the garden, so there's big concrete slabs everywhere, and it just happened to knock one of them over as it was coming along onto my leg.
Oh dear.
Yeah. You shouldn't clean your bin, but if you get flies and things, it's just not nice, is it? You want a clean bin? Come on. You want a clean bin? A clean bin. Blush pink shell pearls. Aren't these gorgeous?
Such a feminine little strand. Well, not little, 8mm, my goodness.
No, they're not little at all, are they? Apologies for the pen mark. That did happen a little bit earlier on when I went into my makeup bag, ironically. Of course, you keep a pen in your makeup bag. I'm just going to pop this around the neck. £3.95.
It's such a lovely description as well, blush pink.
Yeah, it really is. I would very much like to restrand that and wear that as it is because it is beautiful. Maybe knot it in between, but also if you want to get the most bang for your buck, make them into earrings.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just earrings all the way, all rings.
They do wear nicely as rings, actually, where you might not put a freshwater cultured pearl. You're more happy to put a shell pearl, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. And they are beautiful, aren't they?
You can also change up how they look dependent. If you were going to knot them with a classic ivory or taupe colour, they're going to look quite classically elegant. Or put it with a hot cerise.
Ooh,
and that's going to look completely different.
Feisty.
Feisty, yes.
Feisty, feisty, feisty. £3.95. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain when you think about it. For around the price of what some places are charging for a large coffee.
True.
For a sandwich. For a cheese sandwich. I was a bit disappointed about that. Cheese sandwich. Just cheese. Cheese and mayo. And bread. basically. Cheese, mayo and bread.
Without the bread, it's just a pile of filling.
It's true, it's true. Can't argue with that. Now, you did have a challenge, didn't you?
I did.
Which you cheated at, didn't you?
I didn't, I just got excited and just challenged myself to do it slightly earlier.
Should we do the challenge now then? Do I have to wander over? Does that mean I have to be...
go to you?
I'll come to you, I'm quite happy to do that. Just don't want to drop off the chair. Whew, okay, right, hold on. Oh, heck, I don't... Ooh, oh. Don't knock the boxes, don't knock the tree.
Mind the pad.
Don't drop anything, don't trip over, don't get caught on the cabinets. Take over the findings pack. Take over the pearls. Which pearls do you want, darling? Oh, the ones that went with the... There we are. Don't trip over, don't fall over, don't drop anything, don't move anything.
Don't draw on your hand with a pen.
Don't draw on your hand with a pen. Say that again, my lovely. Thanks. You said I'm clumsy. She said, this is Becky, my producer, if anyone is going to knock the tree over, it's you. How many times do I knock? But quite a lot. Okay, all right, yes, if anyone's going to knock the tree over, it would be me. I'm the smallest bull in a china shop you're going to get, I think. So we challenged you to work with me for a start. We challenged you with a findings pack, and the findings pack that you're getting is this one.
It's delicious. It really is.
It really is. It really, really is. And you're looking at it's basically Frosty the Snowman. Oh, it's a snowflake pack. So you are going to be getting yourself the toggle clasp, which is shaped like not an icicle, what's it called? Snowflake? Snowflake, that's it. Beautiful little snowflake, which you have utilised perfectly on this gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet. You'll also get 2 shepherd hooks, so a pair of earrings there. 2 of your hands.
I had 5 of them, darling.
You had 5 of them? What's
Yes.
5 shepherd hooks?
No, 5 of the covers.
Have you stolen some? I probably dropped them on the floor, in fairness. There we are. So let's just look at this, because I've probably dropped most of it on the floor. You will get your wonderful snowflake toggle clasp. You'll also get your shepherd hooks. You will get 2 of those. You'll get your 95 sterling silver extender chain, which is 5 by 4 millimeters, and that's 20 centimeters in total. You'll get 5 of the silver head pins, which are 40 by 2 millimeters, and the ball is about 2 millimeters as well. You will then get 5 of your open jump rings, which are here. You will then also get yourself 2 of the spacer beads, which again you've utilised beautifully in the bracelet, which I'll show you in a moment. You then do get 5 crimp tube covers. You were very right. You were very right. It's saying here that I'm getting 2 different sizes. Is that correct? So 5 of the 3 by 2 mil and 5 of the 5 by 4 mil.
The smaller ones are actual tubes.
Right.
And the larger ones are the covers.
Right.
So they've gone AWOL from the pad in front of
They
you.
have done, yes. So you are getting 5 of the crimp tubes, which are 3 by 2 mil, and 5 of the crimp covers, which are 5 by 4 mil. So you're getting a huge amount, a whole 26 pieces in total.
It's generous.
Now, it should be £19.95. Remember, all of these are 925 sterling silver, so you are getting a beautiful way of working with your sterling silver in any of the pieces, whether that's earrings, whether it's a necklace, whether it's a bracelet. And we're going to take £5 off that.
Absolutely fantastic.
Now, Gem has utilised the toggle clasp there beautifully, and the crimp bead covers, and no doubt the crimps.
Indeed, yeah.
And then at the front here, you've also got the spacers. I like the fact you've done them like that.
Daisy spacers, I know them as, and they are absolutely beautiful. And every time I see a findings pack with them in, I just want to harvest the lot. They're gorgeous.
They are really lovely. And I love the fact you've used the chain to make the earrings?
I do tend to try and make more than one piece with the chain. 8 inches is quite a generous length. So the bracelet that's on our left is like a dual function. One is just a piece of chain and the other is a length of the pearls. And I've just added in some beading thread. That's the only item I've added is beading thread, beading wire, as you prefer.
I love the fact you've used the jump rings as spacers as well.
They look super effective. Now you can use your jump rings at the ends. If you turn that bracelet around, you'll see that I've used head pins to make a hook and a clasp finding as well. So from the single findings pack, I've not added anything other than beading thread. So you can see that it can go a very, very long way. Each of these bracelets I would probably retail at between £40 and £50 because they are substantial, genuine pearls with full sterling silver, right down to the crimp beads.
Wow. That's really good. Really good.
I think that's a really stunning price.
$14.95 for 26 sterling silver findings. And don't forget, you have to be using all 925 sterling silver for you to be able to say that you're selling 925 sterling silver.
Right down to the crimp beads, because if you don't, you could end up on the wrong side of a complaint, let's say. Yes.
So we did give you that pack, but also gave you the pearls as well.
Which are really, really bright and lovely and so obviously genuine pearls.
They're big. They're big. They are big, bold and beautiful. I'm liking the fact they're not regular shapes.
They do have...
They are very obviously natural, like you said.
Yeah, they have that features to them.
How brilliant, aren't they? So you've got the nooks and crannies, you've got the lines running through, you've got all of this fantastic effect. No, I love that. Do love it. And it is so effective when you look at it in a bracelet, and it is so effective when you see it in earrings as well, actually.
They do have beautiful colours as well over the top, which are exquisite.
You've got 10 by 11 mils as well, 9 by 10 to 10 by 11. So you've got a great size to each and every single one of these. And you could turn one of these into a ring on its own, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
You could, just a little bit of wire, that would make an exquisite ring. Really, really beautiful.
Look at the size of it. Beautiful. Now it should be £20, it should be £19.95.
When you're looking at luxury sizes, as these would be classified in the industry as luxury pearls, size-wise, I think that's exceptional anyway.
How much would you charge for one of these as a ring with sterling silver wire?
With sterling silver wire, probably £45, maybe something like that, if I was to do a little bit of weaving, add some detail. Very, very simplest of rings with sterling silver with a pearl, maybe £20, £25.
Yep.
Just one pearl.
And you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 32, 4, 6, 8, 40. 40.
20 pairs of earrings.
How much do you charge for earrings?
Pearl earrings on a sterling silver head pin, no detail, no chain, £15 to £20.
Hello. Hello. We're taking £10 off that.
Whoa!
Oh, yes. No messing around on the Late Show, my darlings. No messing around. Right down to £9.95. Grab yourself one of these. Grab yourself two. I mean, at that kind of a price point, it's phenomenal. They are already going very quickly, so if you want it, check those baskets out as soon as you can, my darling. Don't forget you do have that one P&P right up until midnight. So if you do want to get both the findings pack and this, you're not paying any additional for that P&P, which is fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's so nice to see you, and well done if you haven't managed to get a hold of one of these. Well done if you got more than one as well. It's brilliant. The effect is stunning, isn't it?
It is, and on the neckline they're going to look like proper Wilma Flintstone pearls.
Oh, let me try it. Let me be Wilma.
Wilma!
I would not want to be married to that man. How
that out.
nice are these?
Wow. That's a real royalty neckline.
It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Absolutely is. 3-strand, not done.
Easy. Remind me how much the findings pack was, please?
£14.95 for the findings pack.
And £9.95 for the pearls?
Yes.
So if I bang my head on the desk and pretend to be a counting dog, that's under £25, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. £24.90. Thank you, darling.
£24.90 indeed.
So one of those bracelets, genuinely, on a platform that specialises in hand-assembled, handcrafted jewellery, probably £45 to £50 for one of the bracelets. And then you can keep the other one and gift the earrings, and you still doubled your money.
Yeah. That's nice when you think of it like that.
That's how I tend to think of it. How can I recoup the cost of the strand, and then I can play with the rest?
Yep. Yep. And I'm playing with this particular one because it's got the most amazing sheen to it and the most amazing colours coming out of it. And actually, I'd probably want to turn that one into a pendant on its own.
You could, yeah. Some of the ringing on these is absolutely beautiful and would lend itself so nicely to having a coiled top.
I was thinking that. I was thinking if I coiled the top to sort of cover that, and it would hold it quite nicely, and then have it as a drop pendant.
Yep, perfect.
That would look really lovely.
And we've had some chains earlier on this evening, some sterling silver chains, so one of those with one of these.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Hold those lines, my darlings. Good luck. If you haven't yet, check those baskets out. Check them out, my lovely. Do you know what it is? It's star by time. I love these. I love these. Absolutely love these. They are just the ultimate when it comes to pearls. They're pearl coins, and you're getting lavender tones. Aren't these exquisite? How unusual are these, though? When you think about it, when we think of pearls, we think of rounds, don't we? But actually, the fact you can get coins. Imagine those as earrings.
Wow.
What kind of a necklace would this make? Because it would be luxurious, wouldn't it?
Can you imagine little seed pearls betwixt?
Nice.
That as a necklace would be stunning.
I love the smoothness. Now, considering there is only 9 of these, I'm very surprised we bought it to you as a star buy, because that's nowhere near enough. Nowhere, in fact, I think that's the smallest quantity star buy I think I've ever bought to you. They are so nice. They really, really are. They're so nice, and that's actually Becky's justification as to why she's putting them as a star buy. This is, oh, one more, It is though, isn't it? You look at it and you just, it's just so pretty. It is so pretty. As a ring.
Perfection.
Yeah. I'm just going to try them as a necklace.
Ooh.
If you could get them to all sit flat.
Do you know, I think I would use them one at a time on a black velvet ribbon as a choker and just one in the centre.
Nice. Earrings would look beautiful as well, wouldn't they?
They would. Especially if you just slid them down onto a head pin so that they could twist and turn in the ear.
I love this like this though, I really would. Let me just try it as a bracelet. No! Paul says no. Denied. Oh, I like it as a bracelet. Look at
my God.
this.
Those colours are astonishing, aren't they?
They really are.
Wow. Are they as smooth to the touch as I'm kind of sensing from over here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful. Really beautiful. Now, it should be $79.95. As we are star buying the final 9, I can't believe we've bought you a star buy with only 9 items in. How do you feel if we take £20 off that price? It's just, that's ridiculous, isn't it? $59.95 instead of $79.95.
Wow.
There are only 9 chances and that is it. So it is fastest fingers first, I'm afraid. Check those baskets out as soon as you can and good luck on each and every single one that you can possibly get, because all those 9 are going to find a home, aren't they?
They certainly are. I mean, if you go to a pearl dealer in an exotic location where pearls tend to be sort of sold on the beach or nearby the beach, I can't imagine that you'd be looking at one of those for sort of under £30. Genuinely, I think they could be quite high in their command.
The 2 here would make a perfect pair of earrings.
Wouldn't they be fab as cufflinks as well?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they would. They absolutely would.
Or collar decorations.
Ooh. No, they are stunning. The colour combination there, and that's it. They are easy enough to colour match them if you wanted to turn them into doubles.
It's a lovely colourway across the strand.
Yes.
Really lovely.
Yeah, it really, really is. 9 opportunities. I wish, do you see what I mean? There's not 9 anymore. Knew that was going to happen. It is the most limited quantity star buy I think I've ever bought to you. You are looking at a perfect pair of earrings right there. Oh, hello. Hello. Beautiful earrings. Oh, hello. Aren't they just perfect though? Every single one. There they are again. Love them. Absolutely love them. They feel amazing as well.
I bet they do.
That's, I think, why I would want it as a bracelet, because I just want to play with it.
Yeah, so you have access. Yeah.
Just want to be able to touch it. Hold those lines, my lovelies. Now, ooh, hello. What have we got here? Ooh, 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 neon. Neon.
With the deal of the day.
Neon. Apatite. Just pairing up the deal of the day, just to make her happy.
Thanks, babe.
You're more than welcome, my lovely. You're more than welcome.
I love those 2 together.
Oh, well, snuffly now.
Aww.
Oh, I am. It's the air conditioning.
I was going to say it was really warm when we first came in, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't think that helps.
No. No. So we have got 65 carats of neon apatite. They're tumbles. They're 7x5 to 9x6 millimetres, and it's a 38 centimetre strand. What would you do in nuggets like this?
Do you know, I think you have the capacity, because they're quite sizable nuggets, to make each one a solitaire ring. But because of the colour, I'd want them on the wrist.
Ooh.
I think one of my favourite designs I ever made with apatite was to mix it with a rose quartz carved flower.
Oh.
And the counterpoint between the gentleness of the rose quartz and the pop of the neon apatite just really worked. Really, really worked. So if you did grab the multi-gemstone strand from the 7 o'clock hour,
Yeah.
grab some of the rose quartz from therein, that's going to look beautiful. But with any of those mixed colours,
Yeah.
adding a pop of neon apatite is going to be glorious.
£6 £6.95. Hello, neon.
You have got the Santorini meets swimming pool colourway.
Oh, it's fabulous. It is fabulous. And this is an extremely rare, unusual gemstone that we're actually taking down to a price which is painfully low, £6.95, when you think about the fact that this is the kind of gemstone that a jeweller would want to set in gold.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's deserving of that. Again, it's from Madagascar. It's one of my favourite locations of all time for any gemstone. Something a little bit special Mother Nature does over there.
Yes.
And that is no exception to the rule. I mean, that colour against your hand is just outstanding.
It's intense, isn't it? It's really intense. It's luxurious. It is, like you said, that swimming pool blue. It's got the most amazing, amazing quality, and yet it's just £6.95.
And if you've never had neon apatite before, that is the way to start, isn't it?
I'm just going to see. I don't know whether these two are going to go, because I don't think they would, but they do.
I think that's lovely. That is really lovely.
Oh, they do.
Because you've got almost an ocean and a sky together.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Love it. Neon apatite. Grab it. It's definitely worth getting a hold of. And getting a hold of the authenticity card as well. Because it is an unusual gemstone. Not many people know about it.
It is, and I don't think anybody would believe if you were going to price that accordingly to the £6.95 that you pay for it. Would they believe that it was neon apatite?
Now, let's bring to you .48 carats. Absolutely love the colour of this. This is Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Irregular, plain coins, 14 to 20 millimetres, and it's an 8 centimetre strand. I've got 4 of them on here, and each and every one of them is just breathtaking. Just absolutely breathtaking. One of those is a ring.
Perfect shape, isn't it? Absolutely perfect shape for a ring. Those are, they're absolutely breathtaking.
Aren't they? That's it. I'm in love with this now. I'm in love with that. Just what the idea of that one as a ring.
And I'd want to keep as much of the surface on show as possible.
You would, wouldn't you?
So I'd be inclined to just have 2 little passes of some antique bronze wire either side.
It should be $49.95. Yeah, we're taking it lower. We are taking it lower. It's Sleeping Beauty turquoise as well, which means it's from a location that we cannot get new versions of this from because the mine's depleted. As far as I know, it could potentially be one of the last opportunities we get a hold of to get this gemstone. I mean, there's still some in the industry, as you can tell, we've been able to bring it to you, but if it's not coming out of the mine...
There is a finite resource available, isn't there?
It's like Ethiopian opal as well, isn't it, really?
What tends to happen is people will buy it as and when they see it, and then they'll sit on it in a vault.
That's exactly what they did with the Ethiopian opal. A lot of cutters did that. So they would buy in bulk because they knew it was only a very small seam. So we're still able to get a hold of it. It's still coming out in the marketplace, but it's coming out in dribs and drabs in comparison to what it could be if it was actually an active mine that was working. So that's what happens with the opal. And this is the thing, we are still getting ability to bring you Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but how much longer in the future that's going to occur, I can't even hazard a guess. No. I'm not even going to attempt to hazard a guess.
It's like colour change alexandrite, isn't it? That was something I wish I'd jumped on at the time.
Oh my goodness. You would never have known that because the kind of prices they were selling it at when they originally brought it out, which was about, what, 10, 15 years ago? And then it just went, didn't it?
It just disappeared, absolutely. So, yeah.
Lots and lots of regret when it comes to gemstones. I know they say you should never have a regret, but when you've got, like you said, a finite source...
These are exceptional, and I'm loving the shape of them.
They are brilliant, aren't they?
Absolutely gorgeous. And again, I think an antique bronze or a copper. Does this gemstone get its colourway from copper
Yes.
as well. Yeah, okay. So I find that gemstones that have a copper base to their colouring, so your blues and your greens, will always go well with the copper coloured wires, so your antique bronzes, your warmer tones, your rose gold, your copper itself. It just works exceptionally well, and I don't know if there's some kind of cosmic reason behind that.
They're
those are
drawn
gorgeous.
to each other.
Maybe.
They are stunning. Hold those lines. Now, don't go anywhere. It's the final hour. So we're going to come back straight away with a kit. We're going to move right over to Gem, and she's going to show us some of the most delicious designs. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. Get yourself a brew or a cup of hot chocolate, and we'll see you after this.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Love Jewellery Maker but don't have an account? You can now purchase items on the Jewellery Maker website through our guest checkout. To do so, select the products you wish to purchase and head over to the shopping basket. Simply enter your email address and select Continue as Guest below. After this, the checkout process is simple. Select your quantity and delivery option and then check out securely. Enter your billing details and either a credit card or PayPal account and proceed to payment. From here, you still have the option to create an account if you wish, making shopping online easier for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello and welcome back. Can you believe it's actually the final hour already? Ooh. Ooh. You can't wait to get rid of me, can you?
You know I love you to bits.
Oh, I know. No one else will respond to me at 3 o'clock in the morning like you do.
Of course I will.
Can you just... I've had a really weird dream. It means this.
Was it accurate?
Wasn't expecting you to respond that quickly, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I've been having some really bad dreams recently.
Have you, sweetheart?
Yeah, like I've had a row of like 5 nights of nightmares, basically.
Okay, amethyst on the windowsill.
There we go. There we go. I've got amethyst floating around, so that'll be good. Now we've got the kit to start off with, and if you haven't noticed the random headpiece, it's Christmas. No, it is. It is Christmas. Right now, this second, it's Christmas. So we're going along with the Christmas sort of theme. So we're going with, it's called Twinkle Collection, and you're looking at gold-plated 925 sterling silver and cubic zirconia star charms, garnet, agate and wire. So what you shall be getting in this pack, you are getting 10 metres of the 0.4, you are getting 4 metres of the 1 mil, and they are both the gold-coloured silver-plated copper wire. You'll then be getting your gorgeous strand of garnet, which is a very sumptuous strand. It is indeed, and it's more of, it looks more like a rhodolite garnet. So you've got more of the purples coming through in this one as well, which lends itself so nicely to the gold itself. Then that is measurement-wise, you're looking at 45 carats there. It's 4x2 to 8x6 millimetres, and it is a 29 centimetre strand. You're also going to be getting your hands on 5 carats of the cutest 2 mil black agate plain rounds. Aren't they adorable?
They're perfect, absolutely perfect.
And if that wasn't enough, you will also get your Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. How I wonder how many there are. 3 of them in total. And you've got cubic zirconia in the centre of each of them there as well. They are 925 sterling silver, and they're gold plated, and they are 15 mil in size, and you get 3 of them in a pack. So you're getting such an amazing selection. There's so many things you can do with these. You don't have to think Christmas if you don't want to. I mean, if you think about it, yes, you've got golds, yes, you've got reds, but you've also got black in there as well. So you could actually, if you want to get it before Halloween, got the Halloween theme going on there. The garnet itself is more of a purpley colour, so again, it can lend itself to any time of the year, or autumnal. It will be fabulous autumnal colour. So you've got different things you can use with this. You're getting a stunning selection, and if we have a sneaky peek of the jewellery, I mean, you can see just some of the examples of what can be made with this. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful?
So I wanted to kind of go red carpet glamour with this selection, because I think when you have the reds, the blacks and the golds together with highlights of the cubic zirconia, it makes me think of a red carpet event.
Yes.
It makes me think of the paparazzi photographing the great
the
and the good.
flashes and the, yeah. I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking the combination, and that one in particular is beautiful, isn't it?
It's kind of, it grew from the idea of the earrings as a way to kind of, quite often when you're making earrings and a pendant, the pendant is just one stage larger, so that it balances when you bring it up to the earlobe as opposed to on the neckline. So if you look at the earrings, you'll see that there's a difference in the design, but they do match up quite nicely together as a suite.
They really do, don't they? I like them a lot.
Cute.
Especially with the, my brain's gone completely blank.
Agate?
That's the one, especially with the agate, because it's such a small size that it highlights it beautifully, but because it's the black colour against the gold,
Yes.
it jumps out, doesn't it?
And that is the red carpet element, I think. You've got that beautiful, it's a seductive glamour, but it's a very grown-up glamour.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what about the big piece, the big pendant?
That just kept growing. I didn't want to stop. I liked the technique so much that I just kept on making it. It started out as a brooch and then it got too big to be a brooch. So it's a little bit out of left field for me, but I really enjoyed it. And I think there's elements from within it that, you know, you might not like this bit, but you might like that bit. So, you know, if there's something that you would like to kind of work with, then so be it. It was fun to make anyway.
It's really beautiful, really. I love the flower effect, and especially the ring goes with it, of course. How easy is it to use those garnets as a ring?
They're fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And on the finger, because you've got the way that this garnet works with light, it's really nice to have it elevated away from the finger so you can get kind of light behind it and allow it to perform.
So the question is, what can we do price-wise on this? You've seen the gorgeous jewellery, you've seen the beautiful strands, you're getting it all for £19.95. You can get your garnet, you can get your agate, you can get your 3 stars and your 2 spools of wire for £19.95, which means all of those pieces of jewellery are possible. You can make those pieces of jewellery if you want to. You used everything here, didn't you? You didn't run out.
There's nothing added. I don't think there's anything added. The torques might have been already made, but they're made from 1mm gauge wire anyway. So
there we are.
It's I might have added an earring finding, because 1mm gauge might be a bit heavy to go through some people's piercings. Some people will wear a 1mm quite happily, but yes, I've added a pair of earring findings.
Well, that's it.
But aside from that, everything else is within the kit.
And there you go. So for £20, you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces?
Yes. Yes,
Did you have anything left over?
I had some wire left over, but I kind of...
You used all the gems?
Used all the gems because they were just
that's
such
fine.
Lovely together with the golden wire that I couldn't help myself.
They are exquisite. So what are you actually going to show us how to do?
Well, I'd like to show you how to do one of the individual flowers that make up the ring and the big focal necklace piece.
Yeah,
so
really good.
This garnet is exceptional in its cutting. It's a beautiful, beautiful shape to work with, and it really made me think of petals of a flower. So we quite often talk about wiring up a flower, so I just wanted to show you one way to do that, which is perhaps an alternative to ways you may have seen before. So what I've done is I've taken a length of the 0.4mm gauge, and I've threaded on 6 pieces of similarly sized, sorry, that one's got a massive thumbprint on it, let me just polish that off. They're approximately the same sort of size, and overall I'm working with around about 12 to 15 inches, and again this is the 0.4mm gauge. I may have picked up the wrong colour gauge of wire, this might be the champagne rather than the gold, but you do have this gauge within the kit. So what I've done is I've just turned a couple of loops on the ends so that my loose gemstones don't go flying off whilst we're working. I'm just going to start somewhere in the middle. I'm going to push away a couple of gemstones either side, and I'm going to push down one of those sides so that we get a really nice tight bend on one side of the gemstone. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the gem, which has now got its flat side to me, and the wire is going across the opposite face. And you can see I've got the 2 wires running side by side, so one is coming out of one drill hole and the other goes through the gemstone and back on itself. I'm just going to separate those out slightly, so one goes slightly north, one goes slightly south. I'm going to support the gemstone, and I'm going to do a little bit of a twist technique, maybe 3 or 4 times, just so that I get this kind of rope effect. And what that's done is it's captured the gemstone with one face clear, just the gemstone, and on the rear side I've got a pass of wire, and that's just to support from underneath. I'm going to do this a couple of times, well 6 times. Now normally when I'm making flowers, if I'm making wirework flowers I go for even numbers because it's easier, but if I'm making individual petals I would tend to go for odd numbers because you can then get a nice sense of symmetry. But for this design I've chosen to go for 6 because of the shape. We've got a not very elongated oval, it's quite a chubby oval, so 6 seems to work really nicely. Obviously you will be able to play around with how many you choose to use and how you feel that looks. So we've got a distance between the base of the gemstone and where the wire comes apart.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold this other gemstone about 1.5 millimeters further away. So let's say, for example, we've got 5 millimeters here. I want an extra couple of millimeters on that side. Let's say 7 millimeters from this point to the base of the gem. I'm going to support the gemstone, chase that wire around the back, exactly as we did to begin with. Just draw those other gemstones out of the way, and in exactly the same way I'm going to twist. But what I need to do, instead of having my wires separate like so, I'm going to bring them together and show you an alternative way of twisting, which is to twist the gemstone itself. Now this is a testament to the quality of the gemstone that we're working with, because using this particular method, which is to twist the gemstone on the wire, if you're working with a weaker gemstone that's lower down the Mohs scale, or if you're working with a gemstone that hasn't been cut quite as beautifully as these, you can shatter the gemstone. For this strand, this is such a good gem, such a good technique. It works absolutely beautifully. And if I had a fear of this going a little bit wrong, I wouldn't be doing it on live telly, would I?
No.
So my testament to the quality of these gemstones is I'm super pleased with them. So there's 2 already, and you can see that extra 2 millimeters has been twisted down and decreased to around about that 5 millimeter distance. So you're always going to need to factor in a little bit of shrinkage when you're twisting wire. So I'm just going to add 1 more to show you how that's going to sort of sit together. So again, allowing that little slight extra on the top there. Take the tail down and behind the gemstone. And now I'm right dominant, so I tend to twist with my left hand. And
You are
support
right
with my
dominant
right.
as well.
Don't quite know what you mean, Lara.
Just had to get it in there.
Fair enough.
I'm only joking, I'm only joking.
So what we've got there is 3 little gemstones sat on their own little stems. So I could continue to do that with the other 3 and just sit them so that they're all kind of fanned out like
I wouldn't
so.
want a hairpiece.
They would look amazing on a hairpiece, but what you'll notice is I've got a little tail on one side. By the time we've added those last 3 down, there'll be just a little tiny residue of wire left over. And what you will end up wanting to do is to pinch one side. Imagine you've got 3 fronds coming out this side. We're going to draw that up, so we're creating a bend. So we're drawing up to the centre and the petal back down flat. So if you imagine that we've done that twice, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, this is what you will end up with.
Oh, brilliant.
Which is really cute, but I didn't want to bore you doing the same thing over and over again. When you get to the back, you've got your 2 little tails of wire, so we're just going to twist those together to give ourselves a little extra stalk. What you can do is work off the reel of wire, so I wouldn't have cut one end, I would have left that attached, but I would have threaded in sections of 6, similarly sized gemstones, so that I can work with one single piece of wire and create flower after flower. If you prefer, you can work in those 12 to 15 inch lengths, and then once you've got it to this stage you can just wire them together. So if I show you the technique, it's again, we're just twisting and twisting until we get a bit of a stem, and then you can put those 2 together and just twist. It's like a tiara twist, but we're just drawing all of those pieces together, and you can see how you would then be able to play with those. I mean, that looks quite nice just having 3 on that side, but I think they look really attractive, and in terms of their size and shape, 6 or 7 is going to work really nicely.
What's the gauge you're working with again?
This is 0.4mm gauge,
Right.
and I didn't find a single gemstone on the strand. If you look at the feature piece with the flowers of garnet on the bust, that was all but 6 of my garnets. The other 6 went into the ring. And you can see that they're all stranded onto the 0.4mm gauge. There was nothing, there were no misdrills, there were none that couldn't match perfectly. It's a stunning strand. And if you had told me that the strand of agate and the strand of garnet was $19.95, I'd have been delighted. It's a beautiful colour, beautifully cut, and you could make, if you wanted to, just a series of little rings with 6 of those gemstones. I think they'd be really pretty. They'd also look nice on the back of the wrist. Probably not the back of the wrist, which has been mashed by my beautiful clothes area. There we go, we'll cover that up. That looks much better, doesn't it?
It definitely takes it away from what's happened before, yes.
So that's the simple way to make little flowers with your garnets, and as I say, it is a really glorious strand.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Beautiful, beautiful. And I never thought of actually making flowers in that way.
It's so easy, and it's also so relaxing. It was really pleasant because all you had to do was de-strand all of them.
And twist.
And just twist, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to de-strand it directly onto wire, can I borrow your strand just a moment? Because obviously I've cut mine. Let me just bring this in. If you go 6 by 6, you'll find that they're pretty much the right size to use directly off the strand. If you struggle, go 3 by 3 and mirror. I'm going to sneeze, I'm so sorry. So you could go 3 from either end, move on, 3 from either end, and you're going to find that those size-wise work really nicely, and you don't have to think too hard then. It's beautiful, really beautiful strand to work with.
Thank you very much, my lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
letting
demo as
me
well. It's really nice to
play
see
with
you do it. Oh,
There
you're
we
welcome.
go. I'll give you
Thank
that
you,
back.
thank you. Now, is that brought us to start by time? No! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Paul! Has it brought us to star by time? Yes, it has brought us to star by time. Thought I'd only got 2 then there for a second. I was like, no, I need 3. So my star buy for you is sterling silver wire. You're getting 3 sterling silver wires. It's ombre pearl wire is what it's called, and it is sterling silver, and I've left the pad over there, so I can't find the measurements. Coming back, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, I promise. So you're getting 1 metre of each. It's 1 metre of the 0.25, 1 metre of the 1 mil, and 1 metre of the 0.4. So you're going to say something, my lovely?
I was just sneezing, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
were you again?
Yeah.
I just thought when I saw you go,
No, literally, I was just trying not to sneeze, I'm so sorry. I do apologise.
no, sorry. She tried to do it discreetly, and I'm clearly not helping the discreetness of your sneezing. Sorry, she's just sneezed. There we are. Just get it out there. So you're getting 3 metres in total. I am useless, I'm sorry. 3 metres in total, 1 metre of the 1 mil, 1 metre of the 0.25, the 1 metre of the 0.4. Now, when you finish sneezing, my darling, what do you think about the fact of this 0.25? Because we don't normally see 0.25, it's normally 0.4, isn't it? Oh,
No, it is beautiful. It gives you a really gossamer effect, and this is such a lovely colour to work with as well. You do get a very, very fine, you can go sort of dream catcher, spider web, you can go for really... When you do a figure of 8 weave with a did you say 0.25, yeah? You get an almost machined tessellation of the wires, especially if you do kind of 2 wraps one side, 2 wraps the other side, go backwards and forwards. It builds up an almost sheet of metal in this colour. It's really lovely. Really lovely.
I don't want to sound silly, but I'm going to. What do you mean by gossamer effect?
So gossamer is a very, very fine thread, isn't it? Almost like a spider silk.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't
So
know
it
that.
is, you do get a fineness that is apparent in comparison to a 0.4 or a 0.5.
So that's what gossamer tights are then?
I imagine they're super fine, like 7 denier or something silly. The sort of thing I just put my foot straight through.
Yes, type of thing I put my toe straight through. So you are getting 3 of these. Thankfully, you don't need to put your toe through them in any way, shape or form. I love the fit. It's almost hair-like.
Yes.
It's so fine.
It is
It's almost hair-like. It's incredibly beautiful to look at, and it's so nice to feel. I can imagine actually weaving with this particular gauge would be really nice.
It's heavenly. It is. The effect that you get is just beautiful.
It does look. I'd actually like to. Could you plait with this? If you could just a plaited braid of silver.
With the 0.25, you would just need to proceed with caution and cut your 3. If you were doing a traditional plaited braid, you're using 3 strands, aren't you?
Yes.
So you would just need to unspool a little bit at a time and proceed with caution. It would be a delicate procedure. I can imagine crocheting with it would be outstanding.
I mean, just.
Are you lost in the moment,
I
love?
am sorry. I'm spiraling. I'm just imagining what I could. No, I see what you mean by you need to proceed with caution, because even though it is fine, it doesn't want to. Oh no, you could do it. I reckon you could do it.
If you imagine the silkiness that you feel with a really good quality French wire, that's the kind of level that you'd be achieving working with this. It has a real silkiness to it.
Yeah, it does. It's beautiful, by the way. It is beautiful. Now, you are looking at 3 of them, of course, 0.25, 0.4 and 1 mil, 1 metre of each. That's 3 metres in total. What can we do for you on our star buy, price-wise? £24.95. How much silver are you actually getting in this? Gram weight, yes. Thank you, my darling. Just going to have a look for me. Shall I weigh it? I got my scales. My little weighy things. I love you, Becky. I really do. So the 0.25 is 0.51 grams. The 0.4 is 6.52 grams.
Wow.
And the 1 mil is 8 grams in total. So 15.3. Now this is saying 15 in total, so I don't see how that's working, but yeah, 15 is what it's saying. 15.3, 15 there, but somewhere around that, about 15.
So you're under £2 per gram.
Yeah.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, is a winner.
Yeah. Winner, winner, silver dinner. Or not, don't eat it. Now, what's next? How about we go from one huge amount of silver to another huge amount of silver? How about I bring you the snake chain? Beautiful bracelet. Final few chances. I had the final 14 the other day. I've got even less because for some reason they didn't all sell out. There's only 12 left. And I can't open it because of my soft nails. There we are. So you are getting a huge, huge, huge amount of sterling silver. It's 7.5 inches in length. You get such a luxurious clasp. It says 925 on it. It also has Italy stamped on there as well. So if you think about Italy, you think about high quality, don't you? So you're getting high quality Italian silver. It is luxurious. And the actual clasp itself is just so, look at that, slick.
It's a classic mechanism, isn't it?
Yeah. £24.95. You're actually getting 9.9 grams
Wow.
of sterling silver in this. That's amazing, isn't it?
That's astonishing. When you think about the high street and what we're looking at for those kind of snake style charm bracelet carrier, that's
We've
exceptional.
got some really lovely charms to go on here as well, haven't we? If you look at the amber ones that we've seen.
They're, I think, my favourite. But there's also the Swarovski
The Swarovski
encrusted,
ones are fabulous.
which you can also sometimes we see just the core, which you can fill with cerulean and your own Swarovski designs.
Yeah, the rivets. Yeah, they look really, really nice on this, and you can actually tailor it and custom it to what you want. Now, Charoite. Lots of Charoite. Lots and lots and lots of Charoite. You're looking at 240 carats of Charoite. They're medium nuggets. You're looking at 5 by 3 millimeters to 12 by 6 millimeters, and it is an 84 centimeter strand. It's huge. Huge. Tree of life. Tree of life.
Every day, yeah.
Tree of life. I'd actually also want to turn this into a memory wire bangle.
Yes, just keep on feeding it on until you've run out and just have the most sumptuous cuff
Just
effect.
wrap it as far up your arm as you possibly can. £8.95.
Wow, that's an exceptional quantity of Charoite for under £10.
We've seen Charoite strands, I'm talking the rounds now, small strands for a lot more money than what you're looking at here for £8.95. You are getting 240 carats. The strands are nowhere near that kind of size, and yet look at this. I know they're nuggets, they're still amazing. They've still got the colour, they've still got the saturation, they've still got that amazing texture where you've got that fabulous quality, and for such an amazing price, well done. Well done. Oh, love it. Now, ooh, what be you? Oh, these are fun. Oh, these are fun. Ooh, earring backs, but they're actually lever arch. Have we ever had lever arch ones before?
Infrequently.
These ones have been on once. And it was on the Sterling Silver weekend. These are fabulous. So you've got this almost an Egyptian style or 1920s Art Deco flourish to the base of these. And when I say lever arch, there's a reason why it's known as lever arch, because they actually click into place. Or you're not lever arches when they close on each other.
Yeah.
So if I take one off, I'll show you. You literally pull it, and then that, as you can see, has got a curvature, and that then slots there, and it gives it extra security, because there's no way that's coming off, is it?
No, I have a client who will always appreciate these sort of security-wise. Those are so beautiful. I've not seen quite as decorative. And you're right, it is. It's almost like the top of one of the columns in Cairo.
You are looking at rose gold plated 925 sterling silver, and you're actually getting 5 pairs in total, so that's 10 individual of those earrings.
Fabulous. I
It is,
love
isn't it?
the rose gold as well.
Yes. £10.95. That is so worth getting your hands on.
5 pairs.
5 pairs. That's just over £2 a pair.
£2.19.
£2.19 a pair.
That's
Oh, yes.
amazing.
It is, isn't it?
You could make the Charoite, just sort of 3 similarly sized beads on a head pin.
Oh, nice.
Charoite drops.
Yes.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I'm there. I'm
Yes.
right there.
I love those.
That's stunning.
Love those, absolutely love those. The shape, I'm very, very fond of Art Deco and Art Nouveau and Egyptian designs, so they're really right up my street. Self-treat.
Self-treat indeed. Go for it, lady. Go for it. Don't blame you. Anyone else who wants to treat themselves, you still have your chance to get on those phone lines. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. Or, of course, you can go to the website, all the W's, JewelleryMaker.com. We also have an app, which is really simple to use.
It is indeed.
It is indeed, you do. If you think you've missed out on anything, go and have a look on the website, scroll down on the app as well and see if there is something that you might like. It will tell you if it's sold out or not, and if it isn't, bonus, pop it in your basket, check it out. You've got 1pm right up until midnight, so you might as well take advantage of that. Now, next up, I'm going to bring to you, ooh, some spinel. Have a look at this. 78 carats. 78 carats. Five to 9 millimeters. It's an 18cm strand. And just look at the design, the effect, the look, the quality. It's stunning, isn't it?
I would so be adding that to the second kit that we just looked at earlier this hour with the gold wire. That's perfect. And those are such a, we sometimes call them like a chubby onion cut, which
Chubby onion cut, love
deeply
it.
unattractive. But they make for super easy to create rings because you use what is effectively the bottom as the top face.
Ah.
And they're really, really easy to create in that fashion. You can just sort of make a coil and wire them in.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you just wire it up and secure it that way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so you're kind of using it inversely to how you would think to use it. It's super effective, super easy.
Do you know what I would do with it as well?
What's that one?
Pop it onto the earrings we've just seen.
Oh yes, rose gold and black.
Yep.
Very, very beautiful
How it's a
combination.
drop. Nice. Really, really, really nice. So we've got an 18cm strand, my lovelies. What can we do? What can we do? 0800 644 655. £7.95 for a strand as gorgeous as this.
Okay, so that's Thai black spinel.
Yep.
Tick.
Yep.
Look at the facet work. I mean, black spinel takes a facet unlike any other gemstone I can think of right now. It really takes an exceptionally crisp junction, which performs in an astonishing fashion. It is a high-performance paparazzi-fueled gem. So I would want those in the ear, I'd want them on my hand so that I could look at them. But in the floral design where we were looking with the garnets to make the flowers earlier on, a couple of those dotted around as well.
Nice.
Absolutely stunning strand.
There are 22 on this strand, so how much does that work out per stone? Okay. 36 pence. 36 pence each. So for less than £1, you can have a pair of earrings. For less than 50 pence, you can have a ring.
Impressive.
What can you get for less than 50 pence these days? Not a lot.
So the pair of earrings earlier on was £2.19p.
Yes.
For a pair of security precious metal
Something
earrings.
like that, yeah.
A couple of those, 30 odd p each. Under a £5, even when you've added on some wire. That's absolutely fabulous.
And how much would you be charging for said pair of earrings?
Black spinel earrings of this size in precious metal. 20, 25, 30 pounds dependent on my location. So yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Bonus. Now next, I think you're going to love this one. I do. Oh. This is just so, so pretty. So pretty. So you're looking at fresh water cultured pearls. And you're looking at 925 sterling silver chain combined to perfection. It's all done for you. All you need to do is cut off the length that you want, add it to whatever piece of jewellery you want. I mean, if you just took that length there, just those two as a pair of earrings, or even just one as a pair of earrings, one drop, one pearl, done.
Absolutely. Add it to the earring findings, mix up your metals.
Yep.
Fabulous.
So you're looking at a 1 metre chain, and you're also looking at 5x4 is the size of your pearls, so a beautiful size. This would be perfect for bridal. Absolutely perfect for bridal, wouldn't it?
And there's plenty to go around. Beach bride, make it into a barefoot sandal.
Nice. I would like actually to use the the clasps that we had earlier on, which had the multiple
Oh, yes. Yes, there was
holes
sort of
for them for the strands. Well, we had 5 on one and 2 with 2. But if you had 5, let me just put another one on here. 5 strands of this would look like that.
Which is exquisite.
It should be £29.95. We are going to drop it below £20. We are indeed taking it below £20 for 925 sterling silver chain for the most beautiful freshwater cultured potato pearls. It's dreamy, isn't it? And you're actually getting 2.3 grams of sterling silver in this, so you're getting a really good quantity of sterling silver. You're getting a beautiful selection of those fabulous size, and they're so delicate, they're so dainty, they're stunning, aren't they? Absolutely stunning.
I think a length of chain a metre long for £18.95 is cracking.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Especially with it being sterling silver.
But then you add in not just the pearls, but the work of creating this design.
Yes, because they're all rosary linked.
And that
To the
bar that
chain.
goes through the middle of the pearl
Yep.
is sterling silver. The
Yep.
lengths of chain is sterling silver.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, while we're talking about pearls, I'm just going to give you a recap of the deal of the day, because believe it or not, there are still some of these available. I genuinely don't know how. There's not many, it's the last handful, but still, it's 19 in total. But still, I would have expected them to all have gone at this point, so you are very lucky if you manage to get one of these now. So you are looking at freshwater cultured Keshi pearls, 12 by 13 to 10 by 17, and it's a 38 centimetre strand. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Just beautiful. And if you re-stranded it and just attached a silver chain, this is the effect you could have. And it's, again, it's so simple, it's so elegant, but it just works. Can we have a look at the necklace? So you've got this gorgeous effect. Look at that. See how simple that is, but how effective.
It is, and they're drilled just perfectly, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It's stunning. $35.95 as well. It's a fantastic, fantastic price. It really is. And that, it'd be so simple to do. Get yourself some of the beading thread, or even if you wanted to knot them, you could do. They work so nicely. Had loads of sterling silver finding packs today.
We have that little magnetic heart closure as well.
Yes. It would look fabulous. Now, I've got a DVD. Oh, I've got it here. So I've got a Macrame DVD for you. It's Introduction to Macrame. This is with Nadja. Actually, this is with me and Nadja. Yeah. It is, it is. Introduction to micro macrame. You'll go through materials and tools, knot types, adding cord, bezel, a cabochon, and finishing touches. At least I think this is the one I did with the... Not that I did anything, I just stood there and went, this is what's coming next. Nadia did all of it. She's amazing, that lady.
She is.
She's super. Love her to pieces. So you are getting this gorgeous DVD. It goes through all of the different steps you could possibly want. And she is so good at just explaining it really simply, really easily. And you can get some of the most amazing effects. £4.95.
Fantastic.
Bargain. It really is. And I know we're talking about Christmas because it's the Christmas craft launch. But if you were to buy for gifts, it's brilliant. It is fabulous, isn't it? The effect that you can get with just, if you think about it, it's cords, it's thread, and it's simple techniques, and you make the most amazing effects.
It is. It's as you say, Nadia explains things beautifully. And you can really create very intricate, almost lace work, can't you?
Yeah. And it's so sturdy because of that as well. That's the one thing I like. And the feel of it is beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. It was such, if it is the one I'm thinking it is, it was such a pleasure to watch her going through all the techniques. It's brilliant. Definitely worth getting a hold of it. And Christmas presents. Now, whoa, a little bit. It's not a little bit, is it really? Huge amount of jadeite. Burmese jadeite, 300 carats. 300 carats. There's only 3 of these remaining, and that's it.
Wow.
38 centimetres. That's a huge strand with huge sizes. 300 carats in total. Oh!
19 pairs of earrings, give or take a few. That's going to look gorgeous with gold, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Final couple of these. So I want to count it now. I know you've guesstimated with the...
Just a wee guesstimate.
A wee guesstimate. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Billy
plus
bonus.
4. Oh yeah, 42. 42. 10 millimetres. Now I tell you what. We're going to make it, so when we drop the price, it's going to work out at 72 pence each.
For a 10 millimetre Burmese jadeite.
Yes.
Wowzers.
Yes.
And that is, looking at it visually, when I want to think about Burmese jadeite, that's what I want to see.
Yep.
Textbook.
I'm wanting to wear this as a stretchy.
Why wouldn't you? Roll on, roll off.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Bit silver in between, spacers, or even the Stardust beads.
Rose gold.
Ooh, nice.
Just rose gold jump rings.
Yep.
Just in between. Yeah.
Nice idea. Nice idea. $29.95. And when you're thinking about the fact it is Burmese, so it's from that really desirable location, it is a big size, and it's a big strand as well.
It is.
It is a big strand as well. Now, I don't know, actually. Yes, I do. So I'm going to show you these. These are still available. We're going to recap these ones. That wasn't me. At all. Technically, it wasn't. Technically, it was the board that knocked it, not me. So these are the wire end tips, and they flew out earlier on. Luckily, we had a good quantity. So there are still some available. You're looking at wire end tips which are perfect for your knotting.
Yep.
Pearl knotting, because it protects the thread.
It does indeed.
So you can use it for any bracelets, necklaces, as a bit of security.
Absolutely. Anywhere you bring a thread material, threading wire, to an end and pop a crimp on, pop one of these on the outside loop, and it will protect your piece. It will last longer. It adds a touch of luxury with it being sterling silver.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
It is.
It really is. You're getting 20 of them in a pack. And you will understand, looking at that price, why they flew out earlier. Thank goodness we bought a large quantity. The reason we bought a large quantity is because we don't get them in very often. We get it in bulk to be able to give you the most amazing low prices and to give you a chance to stock up. Because you need to stock up really on something like this, don't you?
You do. Whenever I see them, I always bulk buy.
It's worth doing. Because if you had to buy these individually, it ends up making it considerably more.
It certainly does, and you do often come across them in packs of 5, which I always think is rather obscure.
It does seem a weird number, considering you're going to use 2 per thing you're going to use.
Unless they're planning on you making tassels with them. I mean, that's obviously always a possibility.
Yes, you mentioned that earlier on, didn't you? That's a really nice idea. Now, I've got another macrame DVD for you. This time it's a mixed macrame, and this one is with Mark Smith, the gorgeous Mark. This is so nice to actually see how to amalgamate 2 different sort of styles. So it's mixed macrame. You can use your gemstones in there. You've got this fabulous effect that can be created. He actually goes through hoop earrings, boho chic necklace, herringbone bangle, chips with a twist, and seed bead cavendoli. Is that how you say it?
I've no idea.
They're fabulous. All of them are really good, and they're great little projects to do. So it's a full DVD. You get the wonderful Mark Smith explaining how to do it. And if you've ever seen the necklaces he makes of these, he made me one. I love it.
Fabulous.
Love it. I've not yet introduced my daughter to it because I know what's going to happen. No.
That's a high days and holidays necklace.
Yes. Yeah, you know, I said I've got amethyst floating around. She picked one of my, because they're little slabs. She picked it up and dropped it on the kitchen floor, and it's now 2 pieces of amethyst.
That's okay, twice the fun.
Yes. But it's one of those moments where you go, ooh. So £9.95 for this gorgeous DVD, and it is fabulous. It's one of those that you're going to want to watch time and time and time again, and that is the beauty of having a DVD. You can just pop it in the player, you can forward it, pause it, go back again, go forward a bit more, go back again, go forward a bit more, go back again. If you find it easier to follow an explanation like this, it's really nice to do because you can actually craft along and make along with him.
You can. The beauty of the pause button, isn't it, really? Just to say, hang on a second, I just need to catch up, or the phone's going, or the postman's arrived, or the dog's having a moment.
Yeah.
So
or
many
the cat's
reasons.
wanting the attention.
Biting you on the nose.
Biting me on the nose. That was because she got too excited by the attention.
Oh. How old is she now?
Well, they thought she was 1 and a month when I had her, but the vet was like, no, she's younger than that. She's practically a kitten, really.
So she's still quite kitteny then?
I don't know because I've never had a kitten, so I don't know what kittens are like. She's not. The only time she's ever been scatty is when, you know, like you're supposed to keep them in the house for a month before you let them out, and then she was doing moonwalks. It was really bizarre to watch, but she'd go up on her hind legs and walk backwards like that.
This I would like to see.
She did it at the same time every morning, and then she'd run around like she was possessed and then do this moonwalk, and then she'd be all right for the rest of the day. And that happened every day that she was in the house. But after that, we let her out, and then she's just, she's chilled out so much since then, she says, as she bites her on the nose. Yeah. So, and always has really bad timing. She always comes in just at the point you get Gaia to sleep.
Ah.
Meow! And she's not quiet. The cat is not quiet. You probably will get bit if you come and visit. Becky's wanting to come and visit me in the next couple of weeks. She's not vicious. She does like kind of like a play nip, or a I love you nip, or the don't touch me nip. So there's a variety.
See, and this is why I'm terrified of cats.
She's brilliant. It's when she tries to attack your foot. She hides under the bed, so you don't know she's there, and then she'll jump out at your feet.
A friend's got a ginger tom called Dave, and he's an Asbo cat.
A what?
An Asbo cat.
So he's aggressive.
Yeah, he comes in, you sort of go into the room and he's looking all cute and sweet, and then suddenly he'll just out of nowhere take your face off.
Wow. Yeah, no, Mimi's not like that. She's really nice.
Okay.
She's just got funny quirks, which is why she fits into the family really well. Something else that'll fit into the family really well is this. 280 carats of the most luxurious black spinel graduated faceted drops, 6x5 to 14x7mm, and it's a 19cm strand. It should be £34.95, and so it should as well for the amount that you're actually getting on this strand. They're crammed on.
They are racked and stacked, aren't they?
We're taking it down though. Oh, yes, sirree. Not stopping. Oh, there it is, under £20.
Boom.
Yes, why would we want to give you a higher price point when we can give everyone the most amazing under £20 deal on something as stacked and racked and packed as this?
It's such a versatile gemstone as well. It will go with literally everything. With those gold-plated sterling silver cubic zirconia set stars.
Yes.
That may be the longest thing I've ever said.
But it made perfect sense, which is brilliant. No, it would. It goes so nice. So, so nice. Yeah, get a hold of it. Earrings would look beautiful.
They would.
I'm thinking there's rose gold with these just hanging down.
Yeah.
So you've got that beautiful, almost like the Egyptian pillar, and then going down to this.
And it's called, I will think of what it's called in a moment. It's a padparadscha flower, isn't it?
I don't
know.
know.
Lotus topped arch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ethiopian. Trying to show you the colour that's coming out of these, but it's really hard in this light. But look, you can see just the quality that you're getting there. 15 carats, Ethiopian opal, graduated plain ovals, 4x3 to 10x7mm, and it's a 21cm strand. There are 4 left. That's it. Just 4 left. £29.95.
10x7 in the middle though, that's exceptional, isn't it?
Huge! Huge, huge, huge.
If you make that into a wirework ring, that's a real feature solitaire, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Isn't that just so pretty? I love the ethereal glow that you're getting from it. Even though you can't see the light the same way as we can in the studio, because I'm looking at the camera right now and I can see you're not seeing it. This is one of those that get it home. Get it home if you can. Use that 30-day money-back guarantee. Decide if you like it or not when you get it at home. I think you're going to love it. I really do. Just...
It's got a lovely body colour, though, hasn't it? A lovely body glow, rather.
Yes. The opalescence is stunning. The opalescence is stunning.
Lots of lovely golden tones in there as well.
Absolutely. Can you see the colour coming out of this one? Just slightly.
Yes. So you've got those hot, you've got the heat, which for me is very, very desirable in a Wello opal.
The reds, yeah. It's the more difficult colour to get in the opal because it's all down to the size of the spheres.
The silica spheres.
The silica spheres.
It's easy for me to say.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful little rainbows there. Absolutely gorgeous. What a lovely strand.
They are.
And I just make every single one into a ring, even that huge one in the middle.
Oh my goodness me, I've just been told how long we've got left. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's go and have a wander. Let's go and have a wander, shall we? See ya. Hello. Can I say, huge thank you very much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Thank you for having me.
When are you back?
I'm back some point next week and I can't remember. I think it might be Thursday.
I remember you saying you think it's this day, but you're not quite sure. Is it morning, noon or night?
I think it's the mid on Thursday of next week.
On Thursday next week.
We'll update you on my guest designer page.
Ooh, so what have you got on potentially the mid show on Thursday?
All of the cabs.
All of the cabs.
All of the cabs.
Are you a cab holder?
Oh, I just love cabs and wire.
There we are. Can you tell me what kind of cabs they may be?
Might be some mookaite.
Might be some mookaite. I like the idea of that. So make sure you're checking those baskets out, my darlings. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you here with us today. I don't know when I'm back, but hopefully it'll be very, very soon. Check out your baskets. Make sure you're getting your deals, and they'll be back again at 8 a.m. in the morning with more incredible deals, including the early morning deal. I believe it's L in the morning? Yes, it's L in the morning. So I was going to say, stay tuned. You can. That's entirely up to you. We go through all the way through the night. But big love to each and every single one of you. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Mwah.